Good afternoon, everybody. Let's we're a little bit here. Don't worry, y'all are still muted on Discord. Don't worry.
Whew.
Don't worry. This is why I have two volume controls, so I can just start the thing. Good afternoon, everybody. We're a little bit late getting started, but there's stuff happened, life happened. I was panicked making everything. You will notice the overlay is still not perfect because you know me. I just didn't finish it. I also did not put my buffers in the chat. There we go. There's buffers in the chat now. All right. So welcome to our very first episode of, I was about to say Let the World Burn Away, but no, this is Court of the Shattered Kings, our D&D 5e game. Something of a...
Now with 400% less war crime.
Yeah. Hopefully we're not committing war crimes today.
Jesus Christ, put a mean eye on you, Bex.
Oh, that was something. So let's start introducing people. That's a good place to start. So we'll start at the top of that list, the top of the images you see over there on your left-hand side of the screen.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's you first. You are first.
Terrible. Why does this keep happening to me? Hi, my name is Ray, and I will be playing Mirabel Cirillo. And that, you know what, that's it from me. There's really nothing more interesting than that.
And what about our ASMR over there? Our ASMR.
Oh, me. I'm Bex. You might know me from Alternating Sundays, Let the World Burn Away, where I play an artillerist named Io, who may or may not be a wanted war criminal right now. We're not going to talk about it. Today, I'm going to be playing Rowan the Aasimar Paladin.
And the next handsome fellow on the list there. Really handsome.
So handsome.
Hi, I'm incredibly handsome. I'm playing Hummingbird Honeysuckle. That's all. You don't get to know my name. I'm intensely handsome.
Hello, I'm intensely handsome.
I'm so fucking hot.
That's about all you need to know, I think.
Hummingbird kind of looks like the dad from Brave.
Yes.
Oh my god,
yes.
right.
Yep. A real life version of him.
Yes.
Which, as we know, one of the most fuckable dads in the Pixar universe.
Intensely fuckable.
And
did he lose his leg at some point?
Yeah.
Unrelated. Sorry. Go ahead, Ryan.
No, that's fine. And last but not least, we have Neo down here playing, of all things, a bard.
Who knew? Never thought I would be able to do it. Hello, everyone. Hello, Shea Butter Babies. It is your favorite chocolate friend, Neil. So, God. And yes, like the man said, I will be playing Marifa Lala, the from parts unknown bard.
Yeah, something of a thing going on there. And I myself am, of course, the I guess for this game it's technically a dungeon master. Ryan and I will be running this adventure and wondering where I made difficult choices in life to end up doing this. If last week's session of Lancer is any suggestion, I will be questioning my life choices. All right. So
welcome to Ryan Has Regrets.
Airing every Sunday.
Enough.
Yeah.
Long enough.
So for those who weren't around last week, you may notice something a little bit different looking to the screen. Not last week, last time when we did session 0. A little bit different to the screen where you're using an isometric layout. I can talk, I swear, and I'm not even drinking beer today. What is going on?
Your first mistake.
Yeah, that was my first mistake. That is my first regret. Let's keep track of these.
Even I'm a little buzzed.
No.
Yeah. So as you can see here, the icons are not necessarily character tokens are not necessarily representative of where they will be, possibly even by next session. This is what we had on hand at the moment. So first up, we got Rowan here. This is
Hi.
the our paladin, or will be a paladin. Then this big beautiful fellow over here is Hummingbird.
Is so fucking hot.
I need to get you a better token. This wonderful wizard down here is Mirabelle.
Hello.
And this bard that I actually colored this time, instead of having to use the uncolored version, is Marifa, the party bard.
What's poppin'?
Hardy birdie hardy.
Let's is anybody else got anything before we start? I suppose I should check in. No? All right. Let's get underway then. So you all are from various parts of the continent of Estlund. In particularly, probably more northerly to have ended up here. You've answered a call to, let's say, escort a caravan of sorts and ensure the safety of, for an archaeological dig on the borders of the nations of Reisenhof and Lestat. And let's see you answering that call as we preload this scene. Everybody preloads, and then we move on over. Of course, the server decides that this is the time where it's doing its thing. I said, act. Why? What? Oh my god! Because the server decided this was the time to do its thing, right as I was transferring y'all over, so y'all didn't get the thing. So here is, where's my? So, as I have pointed out to those who play Lancer with me, you have your own volume control for sound. In the top right, you'll see it says audio playlists. It's a little music note. If you click on it, if you adjust the, there we go. If you adjust the playlist volume control, it will adjust the volume you hear the music at. So,
can I say that this music claps though?
Yeah. I have a huge library of music that I am hoping to use as much of as I can. And so much of it is like fantasy oriented that I am hoping to get as much of it in as I can. Got to use it. So, let's see. Let's see who is first up on the table. Hummingbird. You approach the tavern, the ignominiously called Drake's Head Tavern. Answering a call of sorts for adventurers to protect a caravan. You're looking for one Jaren Maris.
Oh,
So-
okay.
So-
Hummingbird stands at about like 6'2". I always make big weird guys. He like kind of comes in through the doors. He has kind of like a very wide brimmed like big hat. Like it's kind of floppy too. It's like a straw hat. It's like a big floppy wide brimmed straw hat. And he comes in. He says, "Oh, what a lovely little establishment we have here. Oh, it smells like beer. I've never drinking beer. How nice, how pleasant."
I'm not gonna lie, you without any notes whatsoever, you hit roughly one of the accents for the area. So,
oh, how good. How lovely.
Yeah.
He,
How lovely.
how lovely. He uses his large fuck off axe as a walking stick. And he comes over to the bar, and he doesn't see a bell on the bar counter, and he says, "Oh, I do not know how to alert the barkeep to my presence. Barkeep!"
And
Hello?
you see this little, like the top of a head sort of pop up, and then this little halfling launches himself up onto the counter. Hey, what can I do for you?
Hello there. My name is Hummingbird. I am here
Hummingbird,
to
you're a little big for a
accept
hummingbird.
Well, I like honey. I like honeysuckles, actually. And I am here to accept a job for a, how do I say, wagon escort.
Oh, you're looking for Jaren, and
Yes, Jorin.
He points over to a rather well-dressed individual sitting at a table by himself.
Oh, lovely. Could I have, by the way, could I have a pot of hot water taken to that table in just a moment?
Hot water?
I have, what? Yes, just hot water. A pot of hot water for me. Yes.
Very well. I think I can do that. And
Thank you.
he hops back down and runs over, and you see him struggling to lift up a pot.
Honeysuckle, Hummingbird, he looks like, he has like this, short chartreusian, dress. Like it doesn't really have, how do I say? Oh God, how do you say like the thing that the arms go through on like a shirt? I don't know what those are called.
A sleeve?
Sleeves. It doesn't have sleeves. It's a sleeveless, backless dress. Chartreusian. It's a chartreuse sleeveless, backless dress.
Oh, we're off to a good
He
start.
has golden beard ornaments in his beard that look like little honeysuckles. He has long, flowing red hair, a thick red beard, and he wears a bear skirt, or a bear fur skirt.
Oh, it's not a skirt that is made for a bear?
Cute. No.
Equally adorable.
Equally adorable. He also says, "Could I have your name, please? It seems rather odd for me to have not gotten your name."
The little halfling, you hear him straining for a second as he tries to lift up the pot, and he sets it down and pants a couple times and looks over. And he's like, "Oh yeah, well, don't usually tell the customers, but I am Aaron. This is, well, not my inn, but you know, I do the work here."
Sure.
And that's
Aaron,
Aaron with an E.
Wonderful to meet you.
E-R-E-N.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Jaeger.
Don't bring that evil here.
No,
You
nice
don't
to
bring
meet you,
that evil
Mr. Aaron. As I have said before, my name is Hummingbird. I will be over there with Jordan. If you need any help with that big pot, I have enough muscle for the both of us. And he flexes, winks, and walks over to the table.
All right, so you are free to move your token around. Yeah, there you go.
Bam! I did it already, Ryan.
All right, you're ahead of me on the game on this one. And as you approach the table, this well-appointed individual looks up. He's a little bit older looking. Let me see if I can show you guys. And this is what he looks like. He's a little bit older.
God, everyone's so handsome.
Yeah, that's the art breeder effect.
Archery
Um,
does not always makes like 10 out of 10s, dude.
you have to actively go out of your way to make a bad looking character on Artbreeder.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he looks up as you approach and is like, "Oh, what can I do for you?"
Here for the wagon escort job.
And he kind of looks you up and down and is like, "You look big enough to be pulling a wagon."
Very flattering, but that would get me rather dirty, and my teacher has told me not to go playing in the mud as much as I used to, so I try to keep myself clean around all of you.
Well, that is perhaps a good thing in the
Notions
towns.
everybody around. Perhaps. It's
Well,
a little crude, seeing
it
how there's
is-
so much dirt and so little people.
It is my understanding that we are waiting for some others to show up. So in the meantime, and about this time, you see the this lady come up and she sets the pot of hot water on the table and looks between the two of you. Anything else I
Thank
can do
you
for you two
so much.
dolls?
No, thank you so much. This is quite lovely of you. And your name, by the way?
I'm
I say
Katarina.
To the, waiter, to the waitress. Katarina, nice to meet you. My name is Hummingbird. He almost shakes her hand, but then thinks better of it and just nods his head and smiles. And as he takes out 2 golden cups and says, "Would you like some tea?" To Jordan.
Tea. Yes, it is. It has been a long time.
Ugh. I have a large selection. Floral or a bag?
You are going to get along well with me on this trip, I think.
I hope so.
And-
I hope I get along well with everybody.
On that, let's move on and see who's next. Wow. Let's get the ones out of the way. Up first,
Yeah.
Marifa. You approach the Drake's Head Tavern. It was a little bit harder to find. It's a little bit of a rundown building, kind of tucked out of the way. But with some effort, you managed to locate it, and you now approach.
Should I describe him?
Yeah, let's do a description first.
Okay. Marifa, it has dark chocolates, brown skin. Stands about 5'10". Is fairly slender. Pretty angular jaw line, and has very curly black hair, like blacker than night, and dark eyes that, if you look into them, looks like a starry sky. He wears white eyeliner. And he's in very fine clothes, color purple.
I will note that to fix your token for next time.
And on his back, I think I forgot to put a liar proficiency on a liar proficiency and a liar on my sheet, but I'm supposed to have a liar and a liar proficiency.
Okay. I will make sure that's on your sheet.
No, that's no problem. And on his back is a really weird looking lyre that seems to be way too big.
There you go. You have one on your character sheet now.
Thank you. So I'll just come in, kind of nod. Do I see anyone behind the bar as I'm walking in?
You see this little, not necessarily see directly, you see the very top of the halfling's head sort of bob along as he runs behind the bar. And then every once in a while you see a hand reach up with a drink and set it on top in front of one of these individuals drinking at the bar.
I'll walk up to the bar and I'll kind of lean over the bar. Hello.
Oh, hi, hello there. Didn't see ya.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine. I'm my name is Marifa. I was here about a job actually.
Sorry, can you repeat that? I kind of got lost in your eyes there for a second.
Oh, um, it's no problem. I'm looking for a job. Oh, I came looking for a job.
A job? Well, I don't got anything, but
It's about a cart.
Oh yeah, Jaren, and he kind of pulls himself up over the edge and points to the well-dressed individual and the large redhead now sitting beside him, sharing tea with him.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Would you like a drink, or you just want hot water like the big guy over there?
Can I smell tea brewing?
Maybe a little bit, sort of coming over the edge of the smell of alcohol.
Lavender cinnamon.
Lavender. Oh, that's a potent smell. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be getting that. I say, no, actually, could I just have a glass?
And you hear him mumble and grumble, and then he reaches under the bar and he sets a wooden cup on top, and he looks like he's about to complain, but then he meets your eyes again, and he's just sort of lost once more.
And I'll say, thank you, by the way. And I'll just turn away and walk.
Yeah, it's nothing.
I will.
And as you
make
walk
my
away,
way
he's just sort of sitting there staring at nothing for a moment.
I say, pardon me. I'm Marifa. I couldn't help but smell that delicious tea, and I was wondering if I could trouble you for some. I'll pay gladly. Just I do love cinnamon.
No need to pay at all. I have just crushed it. And you see that Hummingbird had taken out a nice kind of, how do I say, like a cheesecloth kind of thing. Put like a beautiful thing of dried cinnamon, some nice like Ceylon some dried lavender, some Ceylon cinnamon. Wrapped it up nicely in that cheesecloth and just with both of his hands, like completely dusted it, and has been pouring it into like some kind of like little metal balls that like have like tiny little holes in them, and is placing one in Joren's cup and one in his own. And he says, "Oh, that is a lager. That is a beer cup. Of course, if you wish to drink from that, of course." And he pours some little hot water in your cup, prepares a little metal ball. Very daintily does this, by the way. It's very odd how he's a very big man, and he's looking around with such
this
tiny
entire
things.
time, Joren's just kind of watching carefully. Like he's got this appraising look on his face, trying to figure out, some things.
Yeah, he like brushes back some hair, like, and like puts the like little metal ball in your cup, and he says, "Please, have a seat. It seems that the whole place is a little bit packed. My name is Hummingbird. This is a soon to be associate, I believe, Joren."
Yes, Joren. You are Marifa?
I am, yes.
You are here for work.
Yeah, yes, I am.
Then please take a seat. We will have others joining us soon, I am sure. Where do your particular talents lie? And he looks at the lyre on your back.
I'm a bit of a poet, actually.
Ah, poet, a man of the word.
Indeed, I am.
Okay, now.
Sugar
That.
or cream? Both. Oh, if you're going both, it's a bit of a kiddish move, but I can understand that. I remember enjoying a bit of cream with my sugar. Would you like honey? I love honey.
Just cream for me, please.
Pours you a thick of cream after waiting like he's on the dot at waiting for like 7 minutes.
And
He's very practiced at this.
as Hummingbird continues to make the tea and Marifa takes a seat, Rowan, you find yourself coming to the door of the Drake's Head Tavern. It's a little dull for your liking, but I suppose we'll have to do.
Yeah, that's what you think. That's what you think. Rowan opens the door quite gently. She's not a particularly large woman. She's roughly of average height. It's kind of hard to tell her build under what looks to be a chain shirt. She's quite packed for traveling. She's very striking to look at though, because her hair is this sort of almost luminescent gold white, and her eyes are a very bright, piercing, unnatural gold with no apparent pupil. She has a sclera, but just not no apparent pupil. And she approaches the bar, kind of aware that she's probably getting looks, and not seeing the bartender immediately, just sort of gets up on her tiptoes and peers over, and she goes, "Hello."
And yeah, as Rowan approaches the bar, the pair of guards over here having their drink sort of look up for a moment and mutter something to themselves. And then
she looks away from the bartender to look at them with just this absolutely withering, like, "I know," and then looks back at the bartender.
Yeah. And as you look back, the halfling Aaron he's pulled himself up and staring at you. "Oh, well, I guess it's that kind of day. What can I do for you?"
Would you point me towards Sir Joren, I believe the name was?
"Oh, another one for the work. All right." And he he points over to the small gathering that is occurring.
And a glass of wine, if you don't mind. I will pay.
"Oh, that is all right." And he scuttles back to the shelving behind the bar. "What kind of wine can I do you for?"
Pick your favorite, please.
"Oh, all right. I'll have it brought over in a moment."
Thank you. And then she'll make her way over to this meeting of handsome motherfuckers.
Oh God. Let's put. Oh no.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was gonna put her on the other side.
Okay. Well, we'll and as you approach, as the two individuals who have previously come before you are discussing tea, it seems, the well-appointed individual looks up. "Yes,
Are you Sir Joren?"
it is just Joren."
Joren.
No,
My
no, sir.
apologies.
I am not a knight."
Would that we were all so lucky. My name is Rowan. I'm here for work.
Well, I am sure there is to be plenty of work. The wilds are not exactly the safest location, particularly where we are headed. Please take a seat and have a conversation with your compatriots who will be joining us here. This one is Hummingbird.
Bird, yes, like the little thing that sucks on honeysuckle.
And the gentleman with the musical instrument. This is Marifa.
Hello.
Hummingbird, Marifa. Pleasure.
Charmed.
And your name, Miss
Rowan.
Rowan. Oh, all right. And he jots something down in the book in front of him. And
So I will go and I will sit opposite of Hummingbird and Marifa.
especially to you, Hummingbird, as you've been here the longest and I've been talking to him the longest, he does not seem to have one fixed accent. It kind of drifts a little bit. As if he has never really spent too long in one place. And has learned common from the common tongue from various locations. So he's stressing vowels and all over the place. And he lifts up the cup of tea that you've poured for him and sniffs it. This is good.
Thank you. I try to do my gathering on my own. It makes it feel more authentic to try and find the herbs on my own time. That's at least what my teacher told me.
Yeah, it is a good practice. That way the scoundrels cannot price gouge you.
I have not encountered any scoundrels yet, but maybe I will become one in due time.
And at this, the last member of her party, not being late, but arriving precisely when they mean to, Mirabelle steps up to the Drake's Head Tavern.
Absolutely. Mirabelle is a very tall, willowy young woman who is wearing what appears to be a burgundy red a chiton. It's a Greek robe style that has been kind of repurposed into traveling gear, kind of slit up the side, leggings underneath. And she is going to walk, to the first person that is kind of available and say, hello, do you happen to know if familiars are allowed within the establishment?
And the commoner, a little bit drunk, kind of looks up and says, I don't know what you folks, what's a familiar?
It's a bird.
There's no birds here.
Name is
they allowed?
Humming.
There's and you see the head pop up from behind the bar. It's like, what? Oh, don't pay attention to my good friend here. What can I do for you, miss?
Yes, I'm deeply sorry. Our birds, it is a very well-trained bird, but could I possibly bring my pet in?
He glances up to the rafters for a second and then looks at you. You can, but you might want to keep an eye on it.
Oh, no worries.
And clean up after it.
Oh, of course. And in that moment, a buzzard kind of flies in and hops next to her.
Buzzard!
This real funky looking carrion bird. And when she speaks to someone, her stare is a little bit uncomfortable. She has very nice deep brown eyes, but she appears to almost be looking through you when she speaks to you. And Barkeep, do you have any coffee, perhaps?
Coffee? Ooh, a little bit pricey. And he runs up to the other end of the bar and checks underneath the shelving and then goes to run back, but he notices you've moved over. He's like, sorry, fresh out. It's, these parts, not exactly easiest to get this far from the coast.
Oh, no worries. Could I perhaps have a glass of wine?
What kind? I can do for you.
A dark red, preferably. Something sweet.
All right. Take a seat. I'll have somebody. I'll have the server bring it over in a minute.
Thank you very deeply. And she immediately kind of walks over and just
You see him
Zora?
kind of hopping to try and reach a bottle.
She'll mage hand it down for him.
Oh, what the? Oh, Jesus, that's a wizard. Okay, all right.
And she walks over to where Jorah is. Just go, Jorah?
And he looks up. He's like, that is Joren.
Jorin, I do apologize. Names aren't always so clear to me. I'm here to help.
You are here for the job.
Yes.
Well, and he looks to the others and is like, then take a seat. This is this large one. He is called Hummingbird.
Oh God.
And the one with the musical instrument, this is Marifa.
Yeah.
And this lady here with the hair is this is Rowan?
Rowan, madam.
Wonderful to meet you all. My name is Mirabelle.
And you see Jaren scratch something into the book that he holds.
Bill.
Please, take the empty seat. Oh.
I went off the space.
I must go. My people
Oh,
need me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fly
God.
over here. God.
There we go. There we go. I got
Thank
your back
you.
in that spot.
Thank
All right.
you.
Let's
Rolling around at the
Turn you the right
speed
way.
of sound. Got nowhere to go, gotta follow my
The
lead.
struggle.
and
Can't keep it rock, gotta keep moving on.
with all
leaving.
four of you here, Duran looks and nods and is like, well, this I was hoping that perhaps we would have more individuals, but this will have to do. My name, of course, is Jaren Maris. I am the head of the how is it translated? The Archaeologist Guild of Jirai. And my liege has asked that I uncover the how does this? What is your word? The history of this land. And I have been told that, of course, you are all aware the history, the giant kingdom that used to rule these lands. Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Sure.
There has always been, to my understanding, a search for the capital that once belonged to these giants. As after so much time, it still has not been found, but we have found a site that is perhaps promising. It is, however, in dangerous territory, and well, as a student of history, I am not perhaps the best to defend myself in my team. So I have
That's why we're here.
yes, I have contracted you four. No, you are the four who have answered my call, of course, to protect us and ensure the site is safe before we begin work.
Very well.
I must warn you, the site is some distance to the north of the edge of the mountains, in a little bit dangerous part, by my understanding.
Mhm.
So I do not hope any of you will shy away from danger.
No, this is rather exciting.
I'd not have signed up if I weren't in it for the adventure.
Well, you know you're adventuring type. Sometimes, and he rubs his fingers together. Sometimes it's a little bit more about the coin than a you know, the adventure.
I'm here for the adventure.
Now, of course, speaking of the coins, I will be able to provide you with 100 gold coins apiece. It will be a 50 up front, 50 on the completion of our safe arrival and at the site. And additionally, you will, of course, be offered a percentage of any fines that are earned through the dig. An equal percentage depending on how many people end up at the final dig. This is, of course, acceptable.
Hummingbird is just kind of
Your turn.
smiling sweetly, nodding. Doesn't seem to understand anything of what he's talking about. Sure. Yeah, money. Right. Yeah. Totally. 150 exact percentage. Many percentages.
These are words, and I know them.
These are words. I know them. Tea. Good tea.
I know some of these words.
I know some of these words.
Oh, 20
see
gold
him-
pieces. I wanted tea. 20 gold
You
pieces
see
can buy
him to,
much
like,
tea.
To be
That's
like
good.
periodically adding more tea, but like adding way more honey to the cup. Like it's like a 40 to 60 probably. Like the tea, like the cup is mostly filled with honey at the moment.
Wow.
It's you know, I've made a couple teas like that before.
Yeah.
Like after that, actually after your session of Let the World Burn Away, I had to make a tea that was kind of like that.
Oh. Does it your throat?
Yeah, because of the judge.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
And he's
And
just kind of smiling, nodding along.
looking at you, each at least pretending to acknowledge, as you all are. Duran smiles like, well, we are waiting for one last individual, a local historian of sorts, and then we will get underway. And as he sits that, he drinks back what's left of his tea and calls for another round. And at this point, the server has come over and brought you two ladies your tea. Not your tea, your wine.
Yes, tea.
Grown up. Grown up.
And as she goes to head back to take care of things, the
Aye.
Individuals at the table next to you start to raise their voices in arguments, and the stools scuff back as they rise to their feet, and they start pushing one another. Oi! That's my coin. And one of them is pushed back into you, Marifa, shoving you backwards.
Oh God.
Marifa's.
Do I
is
spill
sitting
my
right
tea?
next to me, right?
Do you spill your tea? That's a good question.
Because I will be sipping on it.
I would assume, yeah, you're probably splashing some of it then. Hummingbird's going into a rage at that one. You spilled tea!
Looks deeply. You spilled tea. So you have chosen death.
Barbarian rage!
Tea of
So-
chosen death.
Oh no.
So my tea is spilled, and it just. Marifa doesn't say anything. He just sets his cup down.
Oh no. The cup has been put down.
And he
Is it
looks
spilled,
at
like right onto Marifa, or is it like spilled just in front?
Where is your tea spilled?
Okay, because I was gonna say, be very careful about what your words are here, DM.
No, but where's
Because that would depend on his reaction. I'm gonna call it all over the front of his very nice clothes,
Okay.
Oh,
and
uh,
I just set the cup down, and I don't say anything, but I do look at them, and it's just two of them, right?
Yeah, there's just the two of them at the table next to you. And
And
looking over, it seems like they were playing a card game of some sort. And one of their drinks has been toppled over now and is spilled all over the table. And they're kind of like, not outright fighting, but, sort of like got a hold of the clothes and kind of shaking each other type of thing.
and I say that I literally just look at them and say, and then they both fell into a lullful and peaceful sleep. And I cast sleep on them.
Okay. Can you roll me for that to see if it's enough?
Yep.
See if you roll enough hit
to
points
put them
for
to
it?
sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow, you got to go through several fucking. It says I have no spell slots to cast sleep.
1 second. Oh, yeah, right, because I didn't set that number. There you go.
Oh, thanks.
Hummingbird during this has probably taken out a very nice handkerchief and has like handed it to Marifa, and it is just sitting there with the handkerchief out. As
Okay.
Marifa just looks away.
Did I really
Does
roll
the
an
spell.
8?
It doesn't. Oh, it doesn't show up. Can you click where it says damage? Yeah, that's the 8. Is if because it treats it as a roll so that it can as a damage roll. Attack roll,
Oh
so
yeah,
that
I
it
got you.
Yeah, so that it can roll the 5d8. So that's 31 hit points worth of individuals that fall asleep, and because of the way you're able to land this, they both drift off a little. They yawn and slump together and fall to the ground
And
unconscious.
after that happens, I'll get up with the handkerchief. I'll say, "Thank you, my friend," and I'll walk over to their table, and I will take the money from the table.
All right, so it's add three silver and 7 copper to your sheet.
Okay.
And as you do this, you hear a voice calling from above. You're no fun. And this little form flutters down onto the table in front of where you were just sitting. Let me give him some height so that you can actually see him. And he flits back and forth across the table a couple times.
Oh, what are you?
And Jaren smiles and is like, Bach, you have finally arrived. And this little shape kinda here, let me show this to all y'all.
Oh,
Oh.
It is a little dragon, but it is fat. And you know how you know how on like a Saint Bernard has the little barrel around its neck. It has one of those, but it's like strapped low on its back. And every time its mouth opens to talk, you can just smell alcohol coming off of it.
Oh.
And the little thing grins. It's like, yeah, it is me, Bach of the Bubbly Bach, and this is the best you got. These 4.
You have a small drunken dragonlet as a friend.
Bach
You have a
flies
small drunk
over
dragon as a friend?
into Rowan's face. It's like, who are you calling drunk? I may be small and I may be
I can
drunk,
smell the liquor on.
but I am most certainly not. What was that third one?
A dragon?
Drunk. You're drunk. I can smell the liquor on you.
You're not a dragon.
I am not a dragon. I am a drake. All right? A drake.
Ooh,
There's a difference.
there is. How fun.
Interesting company you keep, Duran.
Dren shrugs slightly and is like, he comes highly recommended to know the local history.
I don't know many drakes that speak common tongue.
He flits over to Marifa. Well, clearly you don't know many drakes at all then, because my friends, they don't stop yapping. God, the only whole reason I'm on this expedition is so I don't have to listen to them yap, yap, yap all the time. My mother, you should hear her. She just doesn't stop. When are you gonna get married? When are you gonna have kids? It never ends.
You will meet someone very special in about year and a half.
He glances at Mirabelle and is like, I don't like the way you talk. No one can tie down Bach of the Bubbly Bach.
I can see that. My
And he
apologies.
he flits over and he settles on Jaren's shoulder and he's like, so when are we getting this expedition on the road? Because you know, I got a bit of a tab here and I don't got any coin. Don't tell Aaron. Also, when you totally derail my encounter with a sleep spell, oh my god.
Low-level bard.
at
Prepare
least
for a
it's-
lot of that shit.
Look, at least it's not war crimes this time that's derailing my encounter.
Oh my
So.
God, yeah. At least it's not war
No,
crime.
I'm too much of a sassy bitch for that. I'm too much of a sassy bitch. They messed up my outfit. They're essentially paying for dry cleaning.
So Dren looks between all of you and he's like, well, now that my friend Bach is here, we can get the caravan ready to get moving. If you need to do any last minute purchases with and he pulls out a bag of coin and he carefully counts out 50 coins for each of you. 50 gold worth of coins for each of you. If you need to do any last minute shopping, this would be a great time. Aside from that, we will be departing from the east gate, and once you have all arrived. Yeah, don't be late. I gotta get out of here.
Ooh, money. And Hummingbird takes out a tiny little purse, and he places each gold coin in that individually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I would die for him.
7.
Oh god, I would die for him.
And
20 minutes.
as
Anything
Hummingbird
happens
starts,
to him, I would keep myself.
as Hummingbird starts to count, Jaren with Bach on his shoulder starts to walk towards the starts to walk to the door, and he throws some coins on the counter, which quickly disappears. The halfling's hand reaches up, and he wanders out the door.
Rowan is going to go put the two sleepy guys into the recovery position, so on their side with an arm pillowing their head, just in case.
Okay.
And then she's going to go settle her tab.
Okay, just a couple coins. It's for you. He actually, you're the one who asked him his favorite. So that is 3 gold pieces for the glass of wine. Look, you never asked a bartender for their favorite thing, because chances are they're gonna get you the most expensive thing on the menu.
Sure, that's okay.
Because a bartender's favorite thing is when you spend money and leave.
Yep.
Mirabelle will also go settle her tab as well.
Okay,
And
wait, here's the important question. Wine he gave me good?
What was that?
You got very good.
Was the wine he gave me good?
It was to your tastes, yes, it was good. You're not sure if it was worth the 3 gold, but it was not the worst thing you've drank. It did not taste like vinegar.
Okay, not a ripoff then. That's fine. Carry on.
So, before we move on to the traveling montage, is there anything that you would like to spend your newfound coinage on?
Are we keeping track of ammunition?
Yes, please.
Okay, then I would like to go buy a quiver of arrows.
Okay, let me just...
Hummingbird does wipe down the table before leaving, after placing all.
Oh my god, I would die for you.
Okay.
He nods his head, and leaves.
All right, because I do not have an actual shopping section set up right now, we will. Well, I will just calculate the costs out, let you know. You can attempt to haggle if you'd like, and then I will add the items to your character sheet. So you're looking for a quiver?
Yes.
Let's see. Let me get my player's handbook, which is conveniently sitting right beside me. So, quiver. Quiver will be 1 gold piece.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll give you a quiver if you want to deduct your gold from your account that you have there. And arrows will be 1 gold piece per 20.
Yeah, give me 40 arrows, please.
All right. We will give you 40 arrows. That will be 2 gold. And there's actually a really cool place you can keep track of it here. You can either just keep track in your inventory. Actually, yeah, that'll be the best place, because I just noticed I don't have the module installed that keeps track of it. If you notice on attributes on the front screen, there's a section that says resource.
Uh-huh.
I had a module that tied a consumable item to that slot, and it would keep them synchronized.
Mm-hmm.
But I just realized I don't have it installed right now. So
It's all good.
see
Let me
how
know if
that-
it
so yeah.
does. I'll just keep it. I'll keep track of it in my inventory for now, though.
Yeah.
Where can I put them?
They're down under your consumables in your inventory. It'll show you how many arrows you have there.
Oh, I see them. Thank you.
Yeah. And if you all haven't noticed, there's your weight down at the very bottom, which is, you don't have to count it, but it's counted for you. Would anybody else like to purchase anything prior, or attempt to purchase anything prior to departing?
Don't think
Mirabelle
I
would like to
need
go get some rations and a bedroll.
All right. So, Mirabelle, where are you? There you are. All right, so bedroll will set you back. That'll be 1 gold for your bedroll. And rations. That's a good one. Rations are 5 silver per day.
Oh, 5 days of rations.
All right, so that will be 2 gold and 5 silver, or 2.5 gold. Oh, it helps if I put them in the right spot. Okay. Would anybody else like to pick anything up before we depart?
Yeah, I'll get some more rations, actually. I'll get another 5 days as well.
Another 5 days. Rowan is preparing rather well for this, the inevitability of this journey.
Yeah, I'll get rations as well, but I'll just pay a gold piece for it.
Okay, so...
I guess that's 10 days of rations, huh?
Not 2 days. 1 gold worth of rations is 2 days.
Oh, my conversion's off.
Yeah, 5e 5e economy is a little interesting. If you'd
So
like
2
10,
gold and
10
5.
yeah, if you would like 10 days worth, that's 5 gold.
Okay, I'll get that then.
Nah, that miss me
All
with
right.
that.
Sure.
All right, so
I'll get that as well.
okay. Oh God, why is this? There we go. Let's put that on there. And Hummingbird wants some rations as well. You cannot just subsist.
Yeah, why not?
Cannot just subsist. Okay.
One does not survive
But
on tea
everybody else
alone.
seems to be buying rations.
It's like, yeah, this is. You call this food?
I could go out into the forest and like find something, but it seems that everybody else is doing something different. So
Oh yeah,
conform.
shit. You want to go hunting? That'd be lit.
If you got Outlander, go for it. You don't know that.
Oh, you had Outlander? I would have done none of this shit.
All right. Is there anything else we would like to purchase, or shall we move on to the trip?
I'm Gucci.
let's move on to the trip.
All right. Let's and move into where is it? Let's do this one. All right.
Oh,
so-
I got 10 days of rations.
You have how many days with? Sorry, you bought 10.
You gave me 15. Yeah, I bought 10 because I just
Okay.
decided to round up.
Okay. That's not the
I
right
guess we're all
character.
committing to 10 days of rations. Never mind.
All right.
I will spend the gold.
Okay. So you arrive at the Eastern Gate, and everything's all packed up and ready to go. And Dren, after you board, leads you and this caravan out into the wilderness, eastwards, out of the city, around the foothills before heading north. And then after half a day's journey, the road sharply turns west, heading towards what you know to be the border between Lestat and Reisenhof. And it comes along the southern edge of mountains. And at the evening of your first day of travel, you stop by a large river that comes down out of the mountains, on the edge of still a mixed forest, still some coniferous and deciduous mixed together. It's not entirely, not entirely like a northerly trees yet. Your first day is rather uneventful, although Hummingbird, you do notice a rather large bird flying along with you, and not just Mirabelle's buzzard.
What is the bird?
It's far enough
The
up that
bird.
you can't quite identify it, but it's not. Not something you've seen before, but from where you are, you're able to estimate its wingspan is probably in the range of 7 to 8 feet. Like it is a
Wow.
Oh,
it is a big bird.
that's a bird. B-U-R-D.
He a chonk.
Flying turkey.
Would the buzzard
Big
recognize
turkey.
this bird?
If you'd like to have your buzzard fly up, we can take a better look.
Yeah, I think during travel he's probably circling Mirabelle as if she's a dying creature.
The
But-
reality is everybody's dying.
Exactly. But well, does Mirabelle notice this bird? I don't want to steal Hummingbird's awareness.
If your buzzard's circling, it would eventually alert you to its presence. And your
Yeah, I
buzzard
think-
kind of is kind of tipped off like predator prey type senses.
Oh, that this is a predator?
Yeah.
And as far as travel, are we riding in the wagon or walking alongside?
Depends. Would you like to ride or would you like to walk? Or perhaps ride a horse that they will provide for you.
Yeah, Mirabelle will be riding a horse. And I think she's going to trot up to whoever is closest to her and just go, "Would you mind holding my reins for just a moment, please?"
Sure.
I think that since both. Yeah. Fuck.
And
Yeah,
she's
I'll do
gonna.
I think that since both of us saw it, Hummingbird will take the reins and keep the,
Oh, okay,
keep
that's
the
fine.
horse.
Yeah. And Mirabelle will warg into her familiar just to try and get a look at what this bird is.
And so you take your wonderful buzzard up about just to the edge of the reaches, and this bird is still further up above that. But at this distance, you can see it looks kind of like an eagle or a falcon of some sort, but with a much sharper looking beak and sharper looking claws. There's something not quite natural about it. The way it moves, something seems slightly off, but you can't quite place what it is.
Mirabelle will go back into her own senses and motion for the buzzard to fly a little bit closer to them, but to keep an eye on it. And she goes, "There is something wrong with that bird up there."
Keep close eye on it.
Yes, Merle will watch.
And as you two are whispering, you hear what could possibly pass as a whisper between you. What are you two looking at?
You little buck.
Hello, hummingbird.
Big bird.
Big bird. No, I'm a little dragon. Drake.
No.
Drake.
No. He holds him up like a fat cat at the big bird, like at the
Hey.
shoulders.
Hands off the merchandise.
And then
That's a
the
big bird.
Yes, that is big bird. You are not a big bird. You are.
Oh,
block.
that is huh.
It is moving rather strangely.
Yeah, it's probably one of them creatures, what's that place called? The elves love it. Oh God. I don't know, the place they came from in their past. The fair wilds or something like that. Yeah, they like to, they leak through up here from time to time. Some animals from the other side come through.
Fair wilds.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's what you were talking about. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, long ago, back when the giants ruled this place, it used to be, north of them there was a bunch of other, groups of people living. They kind of worshipped creatures from the Feywild. Yeah, that's it. And occasionally they would summon them into our realm, and stuff would happen. Some of them didn't ever left.
Dangerous?
That's a good question. Why don't you go ask it and find out? I'll wait down here.
Hummingbird has begun to scratch behind Bach's ear.
Oh yeah, a little left.
And now he's like, it's like a cat in his arm, and he's like still like with his right arm, and like the axe is in the crook of his shoulder, like just kind of like scratching and petting, and he is like cat, but warmer and drunker. I mean,
I hope you do not mind, but
more
you are
boozy.
very cute.
Don't call me cute. And as he's talking to you, he's from the scratching and being curled up. He's slowly drifting to sleep in Hummingbird's arms.
Oh,
Yes. My muscles may be hard at some points, but they are pillowy right now. Fall asleep. Fall asleep.
yes.
And
Maritha's just watching this take place because I'm riding a horse as well. I'm just watching this and just like, what strange folk.
You are very
And I'm just going back to reading a book.
and
I gingerly place him into the wagon, and then I nod to Mirabelle, wink, and I walk into the forest and walk parallel to the wagon within the forest. You actually hear like an eerily like similar to like a singing bird, like a whistle. Like it takes like you think like, oh, is that like a bird singing? But when you listen to it more and more, it has like a human kind of tone to it.
You hear a message in your head, just the message cantrip of just, are you quite sure that is safe?
Oh yes. If this is in message, he says back to you in bear, I will be fine. Which just sounds like it sounds like a very it sounds like a bear. It just sounds like a bear says back to you. Like you get the intonation of it, but it's a bear.
I wish I had I have this book that somebody gave me as a gift, and I don't know where it is. It's a How to Speak Wookiee book, and it's one of those books that has the buttons that you press and they make noise.
Amazing.
I don't know where it is.
Anyone that's looking would just see Mirabelle slow blink for a moment and then just continue writing.
That's so goddamn funny.
Suddenly, Rowan doesn't feel like the strangest one in this party anymore.
Nah,
Yeah,
man.
no, Rowan,
Nope.
Rowan is, you know what? She's just gonna roll with it. She's just gonna roll with it. But out in the sunlight, she does actually tie a handkerchief over her hair because it is very shiny otherwise. Like she just covers her hair.
Oh, so it's kind of like my skin after the winter, the first day I go outside. And I blind
Rowan walks
everybody
into
who looks at
sunlight,
me.
and you can see from Gondor, the beacons of Gondor are lit. Like,
Dear God.
Your hair is quite beautiful.
oh, thank you. And she sort of looks away a little bit, like she's a little bit self-conscious about it.
A little bit hot on the eyes, but it is quite beautiful.
Thank you. It's a little distracting though, so just tug something over it. And like the way she sort of looks away, it's you can tell that she's either not used to or not comfortable with compliments on it.
Why not both?
But
I do apologize if I made you uncomfortable in any way.
oh no, it's all right. It's I'm just not used to being complimented on it. Thank you.
Mirabelle just gives a very soft little smile and rides alongside you.
Rowan is walking, by the way, so.
Oh,
And at the end of the long, long day, at least it feels long for how late you left, with the sun just going down and below the horizon, you set up camp next to a rather wide river that those of you with any familiarity with the area would know marks the border between Lestat and a region called Disputed Lestat, which is an area that that Lestat claims, but is also claimed by Reisenhoff.
Oh, good. We're stopping in the middle of a political war zone.
This has been like a 200-year thing where neither side has ever really done anything about it. They just kind of claim it, and it's the kind of thing that basically when there's a negotiation between the countries, there's like a bit of a hand waving. It's like, yeah, okay, it's yours right now, and it just kind of gets passed back and forth. And the people who live there, any given year, their nationality might change a couple times.
Wonderful. The prom
How
night
many
baby of a region.
Yeah.
Right?
You're trying not to laugh, and I can hear it so much. So you have stopped just on the Lestat side of that. So you are actually still in Lestat yet. And the archaeologists and the work teams that are accompanying them set to quickly circling the wagons and making a campsite for the evening.
Mirabelle has Moa kind of perch on one of the wagons to keep watch for her.
Sorry, go ahead.
Hummingbird will gladly like eat with everybody when like that becomes like a thing. He will create like a pot of some like good night sleep tea.
Just whiskey.
Probably like some like cardamom type thing mixed with what else? Yeah, like a nice kind of like homey kind of thing. But he will go sleep in the forest.
Perhaps we should set up watch.
I'll take first watch. The dark doesn't bother me much.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I can. I'll take the last watch.
Ooh.
Marifa does not need his beauty sleep.
Hummingbird, do you have
I
a
can take
preference?
Oh, no, not at all. I was just about to say I could prepare a pot of coffee for anyone that wants to stay up.
That would be wonderful.
You have coffee?
I have almost every herb that you could ask of for recreational purposes. Although he like scrunches his brow for a second. Do I have every herb? I do have that herb. But yes, I do have coffee. Do you like Arabica or do you want something else?
Ooh, Arabica sounds good.
Oh yeah, that's fancy.
Very well. He walks over to the pot, takes out a handkerchief, sighs, and like crushes it again with just his hands.
Who needs any sort of grinder when you have Hummingbird around?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know when you spook a cat and all their fur just stands up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Rowan's hair is doing exactly that, just big puffball behind her that slowly relaxes. No
He
change
laughs
to her
at-
face, no change to her posture. Her hair just goes
He laughs
And
at
it
you and
rolls.
Bear.
How does a bear laugh, Tex? Please.
And says in Bear, my cousin does that too. And yeah, he just keeps making the coffee. Makes like he gives one to Rowan. Rowan said first watch.
Yes,
Gives
please.
a cup to Mirabelle, and actually he just keeps it on the fire. And says, I assume that all of you know how to work a pot and a cup.
Whoa! That's asking a lot here, Bear Boy.
That's a tall order, man.
Too, guy. I'm probably gonna kill
If
myself
you,
with it.
if you wish for me to pour you a cup of coffee, I can do this. Just wake me up.
Big guy. And you see
What? Yes.
Bot comes flapping over with a tiny cup in his hands. Hit me.
I hit him.
Not
literally.
not like that. Oh, Jesus.
Mirabelle just like
yeah,
cups her hands over her mouth, and you just hear like a snort, and then she walks away.
You flew right into that one now.
I pour him a cup of coffee. I pat his head.
Gee, he's gonna have to go get some painkillers for that one. It's gonna bruise in the morning.
Bears. I'm very sorry, Buck. Bears are exceedingly literal.
Who's this
Bach,
Jesus to whom you keep saying?
We'll remember that.
Fucking a clementine hat appears on his head.
Well, we lost X.
Yeah, I'll take third watch. By the way, Mirabelle.
I would take second.
All right.
Okay. As the night goes on, let's go through the various characters here. Rowan,
Mm-hmm.
you take first watch with a cup of coffee.
I did.
It is fresh brewed. What does Rowan think of coffee?
She likes it. It always tastes good. Keeps her focused. Nice to wake up to in the morning. She drinks black. Hard to get. Maybe it's a little highbrow for most of the frontier areas, but she still appreciates some manner of luxuries.
What luxury? I don't know anything.
Yeah,
Luxury out in these parts?
She takes what she can get. She doesn't like most of all the hoopla that comes with titles, but everyone has their weaknesses, right?
Okay. Can you please roll me perception?
I will.
Because
and won't
I
be at a
assume
disadvantage.
she's actively attempting to.
Yes, she's actually trying to keep watch here. Perception, you said?
Just enjoying the coffee.
All right.
Wow, 7.
So at the very
Really
least,
enjoying that
because
coffee.
of the
No money anywhere.
because of the rules we have in place, you cannot roll lower
Oh.
than your passive perception. So that
Then
counts as a 10.
Passive is a 10.
Yeah. So you count as you count the minutes and the hours pass, and you see nothing except for the odd shape of like a small fox attracted by the smell of food and humans. But seeing how many people,
I'll shoo it off.
yeah, it's skittish and takes off the first little movement you make, and you don't see it again. And your watch passes otherwise without issue.
Good coffee. Okay, I'll go and wake up Mirabelle gently.
She does that. She sleeps with her eyes open most of the time,
Ah!
which is horrifying. And so
Wow,
you
that
like
is terrifying.
touch her shoulder, and she just kind of starts a little bit and then sits up and says, "Oh, thank you," and pours herself some coffee.
Oh, Hummingbird did leave like a tin of milk, and a jar of honey in front of the coffee thing. No, like a thing of like sugar cubes, actually.
Let's say
now that I think
coffee and
about it.
honey is.
I've had it. I like it. I
I
like
love
it.
a honey flat
There's the
white.
one sweetener I don't like in coffee.
Hmm.
I like it in tea.
So there's coffee if Mirabelle would like some, and there is a second shift. I assume that
Coffee is Mirabelle's favorite drink in the world, and she goes to her seat with and keeps Moel the vulture on the other side of the camp, kind of just watching over.
okay. I would say roll me perception, but it's probably going to be easier to just use your passive perception.
Yeah.
In your
Pretty
case. Yeah.
A 19 then.
I need to do it on yours. I realize there's a thing where I can click a button and it will automatically add the bonus from observant to your sheet.
Oh.
So for everybody watching, Mirabelle has a 19 passive perception.
Yes.
Nice.
Mirabelle
Like a
misses
badass.
nothing without distraction. And you see plenty of small wildlife in the forest. Perhaps things that Rowan might have missed. The fox did not run quite so far away and circles just kind of at the edge of your night vision, because you can see a little bit of a distance in the dark if after a while. But for the most part, you just sip your coffee, and your shift passes. Though it starts to get cold
Takes a stick
towards midnight.
and draws the fox in the dirt where she's sitting.
It's a not bad. You know what? Roll me a performance check. I just want to see.
Oh yeah, she does. She is a painter. It's a
Wow. Okay. You do
17.
a not so bad rendition of the
16.
fox. That is a not terrible rendition of a fox that you managed to draw in the dirt. You can
Thank you.
you can even tell that it's a fox and not a cat.
It's the snoot.
And aside from that, your watch passes without anything of note.
Yeah, Mirabelle goes to wake up Hummingbird.
He is on like in a tree, like his belly, like he's kind of slothing it up right now. Actually, his arms and legs are hanging over the side. His head is on he's like on a branch, a thick branch. His axe is hanging on the branch as well, and it's just like deep sleep.
He's a walking cartoon character.
She's going to gently kind of touch his wrist that's hanging down. Hummingbird,
His eyes immediately open up and make eye contact with you.
it is time for your watch.
Thank you, Mirabelle. And he lithely drops himself onto the ground, smiles, bows, takes off the axe, and walks over to the camp.
All right.
I hope you enjoyed the coffee.
It was wonderful, thank you. Oh, and Mira or Belle for short. It's a very long name.
But it is very pretty. Why would I say anything different? Mira or Belle, your preference. Very well.
It is nice to meet
there
you,
goes
Mira
that.
or Belle.
She
Um,
blushes and just nods a little too sharply and just walks away back to her bedroll.
oh, damn it. Very well. And he walks over to the drawing of the fox, and the coffee. He pours himself a thing of coffee. He drowns it in milk. Sits in front of the drawing, and draws his own shitty stick figure of a fox next to it. He almost forgets to take watch, but then he remembers, oh, right. He looks around.
And as you're drawing, you feel something land on your shoulder. Hey, what you drawing?
The fox, it does not look that good.
I'd say it looks more like I'm not allowed to say that in polite society. And he sips
Polite
from
society, it is just
the cup he has. And with him sitting on your shoulder, you can tell he is very clearly drinking alcohol at this point.
Oh, depending on who you ask, it is too early for alcohol or just the right time for alcohol.
I was starting to sober up. I had too much coffee. Do you know how much it hurts to sober up?
Are you afraid of sobriety, Buck?
I am an alehouse Drake. A sober alehouse Drake is not an alehouse Drake. It's just a house Drake.
I hope that you excuse me, but do you breathe alcohol?
Wouldn't you like to find out?
I mean, maybe, I don't know. I've had a rice and half coffee before. It's nice. I think that the addition of whiskey in my coffee is a little bit interesting, but I mean, I enjoy it.
And as an entirely out of character note, yes, his breath weapon is alcoholic fumes.
Okay, good.
I am so
Thank
excited.
God.
I get to play with an alehouse Drake. I love this creature so much.
This is a good buddy. I will roll a perception.
All right, please roll me perception.
That's one better than my usual.
Yeah, it's better. Yeah. Well, you know what? Do me a favor and roll with advantage since you have Bach there sitting with you. So hover over the 12 and you'll see a plus. Just click the plus.
Okay.
And it will automatically...
5.
Yeah, so it rolls and then it shows you which one is the higher. So there's not a whole lot to see. The alcoholic fumes from Bach's breath are a little distracting. You do see what is likely a fox, possibly the one that somebody before you drew in the dirt and that you tried to make a rendition of that was not as great. It looked more like a stick pony than a fox, really.
I say at it, in Sylvan. Hey, come on. What are you doing over there? You want some coffee?
And it makes a noise and it kind of like slowly steps towards you, like tilts its head to the side.
You want milk? I don't think coffee would be good for you. And I pour him like a dish of milk and I slide it to him.
And just as it starts to step forward ever so cautiously to sniff at it, Bach lets out a giant burp. And the fox like jumps straight up in the air and then scatters off into the woods.
Oh, Bach.
That's
I was
better.
about to make a new friend.
What do you need a new friend for? You got me.
But really... Well, I mean... Thank you. I'm glad that you're my friend now, Bach.
Yeah, you got any more of that coffee?
I do, actually.
I want to see how it mixes with the ale.
That's a good idea. I feel like it would taste good. And he pours you enough coffee so that like there is like 2 more cups enough for if Marifa needs some more.
Yeah. Just enough coffee in a cup that he can put 2 fingers worth of ale in there. I mean, they're small fingers, given
Yeah. So yeah.
All right, but it goes without anything else.
Cool.
I'm running out of words for this.
Fair enough. I go over to Marifa. I wake him up.
Marifa was just. I say, oh, good morning. And I fell asleep with a book open on my lap against a tree.
Oh.
And I say, oh, yes, have a nice rest, my friend.
Thank you. Coffee is on the fire. Milk and sugar cubes in front of it. I will now go back and rest.
Absolutely. I do appreciate your herbalism.
Of course. I appreciate it as well. It's very fun. He walks over to the tree, climbs up, breathes in and out, and in like seconds.
I wish I could fall asleep that fast.
That's so great.
I used to do that in college. I would take power naps during life drawing. To take breaks, I would lay my coat out on the floor of this warehouse and just be unconscious in about 10 seconds.
I fixed myself a cup of coffee and I put some cream in it, and before I pour it in, I'm just like, no, today's a black day. And I sit up against the tree that I was at, and I look over at a hummingbird in his tree, give me the good old cartoon snore. I think I may see actual Z's. And I begin to play. I pull my lyre and just start plucking at it. Look for the bare necessities. Simple bare necessities. Just plucking at that. Don't you start, Tex. You take a paw.
Bach settles down next to you and is like, I don't know. I don't think that song will ever go anywhere. It's not catchy enough.
You're probably right.
The vulture goes over and starts doing the song from the Jungle Book.
Oh God, that's what friends are for. That one.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do?
Don't start that again.
Okay, so I'm just sitting there, kind of just plucking at the strings. I don't sing.
Yeah. And Bach, with his coffee ale, rests next to you.
And I will keep an eye out. This is just I'm like plucking at the strings. I guess it probably sounds like the Breath of the Wild soundtrack.
Just very atmospheric.
Yeah.
All right. Can
More
you
ambient noise.
Damn, he's plucking a string like every 5 minutes. Playing a little tune every 5 minutes.
Ding. Ding ding.
It's literally like that. So you need what from me?
Perception.
Okay.
Oh, I just realized I don't have the module turned on. There's supposed to be a module that has a list of everything, like we have on Lancer. I didn't have it turned on apparently. All right, so you roll below your minimum, so
It's just 10.
yeah, it's just a flat 10. A little bit distracted with your strumming, and Bach's constant commentary about the state of music these days.
Which I'm sure is riveting.
Yeah, you tune him out fairly quickly, though. You don't don't see a whole lot.
You ever
out
heard
there.
of Nat King Cole? God, I love Nat King Cole. Oh my lord. What's going on?
Kids these days, they're all about the wubs.
You heard that new J. Cole? Fire. Cold world.
But yeah, you're pretty much your entire watch goes by without anything distinctive. Don't even see the fox that you see somebody has drawn on the ground, and then some sort of like stick dog-ish thing. But as your shift comes to an end, the camp begins to wake up. And Jay Wren is one of the first ones to awaken, and he comes over. Do you know if there was any trouble during the night?
No. Why? I'm pretty calm.
I just like to check in the morning. But today, I'm sure there's likely to be trouble. We will reach the foot of the path that your folk will need to investigate this afternoon. Look, you do that, but I'm actually kind of yawning right now.
Yeah. Me too. Okay. What should we be prepared for?
I am not sure exactly which sort of creatures live around here, but I have heard tell of small creatures living in the cold swamps that we will be passing through. And up into the mountains, they are unusual little creatures, a couple feet tall and sharp teeth.
Could I make like a nature check? What would I do? What do you think?
You can attempt a nature check.
Could Mirabelle attempt a history check?
Yeah.
Oh, the 23.
God.
Jesus,
It's a
wizard.
17.
Wow.
So
That's what I'm
Tell
talking
us
about. dude.
everything.
Hummingbird, you don't know of any natural creatures that fit the description he gives you that live around here.
Could be a badger or a
Mirabelle,
wolverine.
on the other hand, you actually recall what Bach was saying the day before about sometimes creatures from the Feywild came to this side and never left. And that fits some of this, the description that Jay Wren is giving you fits some of the creatures that could have come over from the other side.
She nods and just goes, yes, some of the wild creatures, yes?
And
Oh,
Bach
good.
flies up yawning. He's like, yeah, likely. This place is crawling with them.
I was
You know-
thinking a wolverine.
I had an aunt who lived in the Feywild once. Oh. Let me tell you, the commute to see her, that was something.
For night flight.
Is she
Good
as
killer.
well system as your mother?
You know. You all get to hit the long rest button. If you don't know how to do that, you can actually, right under your portrait on your character sheet, there's a take a rest button, and you can click the long rest, and it will do everything you get from long rests. It will reset your spells.
Mirabelle does head off for a little, like 10-15 minutes to go do a small prayer and ritual casts Find Familiar again, and this time summons Mul as a crow.
Ooh.
But prays and then kind of comes back and reappears. I am ready whenever.
All right. So the
Did you go out and murder the funky bird? It's okay. You can say yes. Life is full of these things.
This is
I will miss him
Mul.
dearly.
It is still Mul.
That is Crow. He looks at you with sad eyes. Well, that is Crow. What you had before is Vulture. More is Vulture, yes? No? Well, what has she done to you?
Are you alright?
Are you alright?
All want to do the same bird.
Who will be babies? Who will feed babies in nest?
Who will feed babies in nest? Moel. He looked at me. We never talk. He told me he had 3 chicks. 3 chicks. And you have robbed them of father. But if they are crow now, I understand. It changes in life.
Would you like him to be a vulture again tomorrow?
You can do that.
Yes, if it would make you more comfortable.
That make more comfortable.
You are just a delight, aren't you?
Thank you.
All right. So the camp is broken, and you make your way over the river, and crossing over, the general feel of the group kind of dampens. They're not as talkative as they are the day before. They're always kind of looking out around them. And even something about the air as you go on through the day starts to feel like it's pressing down on you, and like there's always eyes watching you from the vegetation around you. And the forest that you were previously in starts to give way to wetlands with jagged looking trees and standing bodies of water on the side of the road. In fact, there's places where the road is actually raised from the ground and is just planks, but rotted in some spaces, and it's actually it's slow going. And then
Delightful.
in the early afternoon, you begin to turn northwards off the road, finding this a marker that's basically like a set of stones set in an unusual pattern, and it seems that this is what Jiren has been looking for. And the going slows down quite a bit, but it looks like there's been multiple people along this path before. And after another hour or two on this path, in the early, well, no, probably about the late afternoon by this point, Jiren calls the wagons to a halt and gathers you for, well, from this point is where you earn your keep. There is a path through the swamp, and then it begins to go up into the mountains. The ruins are located up there. We need to you to assure that the path is safe for our team to ascend, and ensure that the ruins themselves are secure.
All right.
It shall be done.
And before we get to that, we're going to take a quick break.
Oh, good, I was just about to-
Yeah, I need to refill my water. And yeah, so we'll be back, let's say about 5 minutes, give or take.
Yeah.
Let me just
Sounds
Sounds good.
let me just kill the music, and then we will jump over to the Be Right Back screen. All right, folks. Welcome back. Before I unmute Discord here. All right, now we can
Damn
unmute
it.
Discord.
If I said to the missus that Io commits war crimes.
All right. We are
Crime
we
has
are
happened before,
back.
otherwise it's sparkling murder.
Let's activate this scene. I think y'all are going to be told you don't have things that you can. Yeah, you do not have tokens on this scene, correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
All right.
Yes.
All right. So that's how it should be for a moment. So, as you march through the swamp, it gets colder as you come into the breezes blowing down from the mountains above, and you can begin to make out the vague shapes of what they might be talking about. A ruin of some sort sheltered against the edge of the cliffs above you. Slowly, the ground begins to rise, and it becomes hard under your feet, solid and easier to walk on. Except let's rearrange this. Let's rearrange this slightly, and let's set the time appropriately. Why is it not doing the thing? Oh, 1 second. There we go. That's better. Oh, sorry. I have a control that's supposed to change the lighting on the scene based on the time of day. There we go. And it wasn't working because I didn't have it set up right. So this is about the right lighting for the time of day. Okay. So as this is sort of like this is almost like a dungeon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add you all to, ooh, that's not what I want. I'm going to add you all to the initiative tracker, which if that's the fist in the top right corner. If you right click on it, it will pop out so that you don't need to keep going back there if you need to. So I'm going to add you all to the initiative tracker. I'm going to add you all to the initiative tracker. Oh, come on. There we go.
Oh.
So if you want to roll your initiative, and then we will just move in initiative order. Well, what do you know? The order you were on there is in. So I actually, give me a second, Tex. I will fix your token.
I'm in complete darkness.
Yes, you are. Because I was messing around with something earlier. So now everybody
This is what death feels like. Light.
Everybody should have the same range. You can see about 30 feet in front of you right now. I'm actually going to increase it to 60 for everybody, because that will help with something coming up.
Does it matter if I have dark vision?
It's technically daytime right now. It's just basically it's a representation of there being trees and stuff hanging over and obstructing line of sight beyond a certain distance.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So, all right. So basically, let's click on begin combat, and yeah, just move as if you were on a turn during combat, and you can just role play as you want as you go. So that will be Mirabelle up first.
Mirabelle will move forward about 15 feet, but will kind of wait for the rest of the party. She's pretty squishy. She's a wizard. So is going to I guess 20 feet, just kind of stay in the back.
Okay. Do you want any spells or anything cast?
Do we see anything that...
Not yet, no.
Okay. Mirabelle has cast Mage Armor. I think she
Okay.
cast that around, like, noon is when we were describing it. But...
Why is that effect not on? There's an effect for Mage Armor, so that I don't have enabled for you. So,
no worries.
So your AC is 13 for now. No.
15.
15.
Yeah, because it
15.
becomes 13
Yeah.
plus you.
Yeah. You know what? Let me create that effect really quickly for you. It's very easy to do. It's called Mage Armor, and I think it's called. I think.
Big dumb idiot question from the person who hasn't used Foundry server. How do you actually move around the map and not your character? Like, I'm trying to...
right click and hold.
Gotcha. Oh my god. What a wonderful life I'm living.
Alright, 1 second.
And then you
I
can
will.
scroll in and out.
It is
I'm sorry if you can hear my cat, it's sad baby o'clock.
attributes
valid.
AC value.
I am also a sad baby.
Attributes AC value. Add 3. Submit. Activate. What?
This is
You know
my
what?
IRL
Actually,
picture.
I guess Mirabelle could go ahead and start casting ritual casting detect magic.
Okay, sorry, just be 1 quick second here. I'm trying to figure out what I
No
spelled
worries.
wrong. Attributes dot. Now I don't see it. Attributes, dex, int, strength, whiz. Attributes.ac.value, huh? Okay, I'll have to check. I'll have to do that another time, so don't worry about it. We'll just have to remember that it's 15 for now.
There's a way to do it because I do it for my Friday character,
Yeah,
but it's...
I have it set up on the game I was running yesterday. I just can't remember what the exact value that I need to put in the to reference the AC value is. So, okay. So, Rowan.
Yo. Okay, I'm gonna take my full movement, just to get ahead of Mirabelle.
Okay.
And I just... Yeah, I'm gonna have my sword and shield, like, out and at the ready, but not, like, actively hostile sort of
Okay.
stance. But yeah, I'm not gonna say anything unless someone else, starts it.
All right. As you're moving forward, you can feel that underneath your feet, the ground is starting to become rocky, almost worked stone. Marifa.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take my movement and end up kind of right next to Mirabelle.
All right. Big old Hulk and Hummingbird. Sorry. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
So it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be my?
All right.
Would you be my?
Mirabelle.
I guess we're moving forward. Another 25 feet.
And ahead of you, you can see the ground beneath you looks to have intricate patterns carved into the stone. Where? Sorry, I'm just making sure.
And she's just gonna continue casting ritual casting that detect magic.
Okay.
Unless things start to get spicy.
All right, Rowan.
Okay, I'm gonna take my full movement. And I can clearly see these patterns now, eh?
Yes.
Are they at all familiar? Like, is it a familiar architectural style, or?
It is not necessarily familiar, but it's reminiscent of other ruins from around the region.
Okay. It doesn't. I guess what I'm asking is, like, it doesn't look like openly dangerous or
No.
like a warning sign. Okay.
This region is littered with ruins of the giant kingdom, and a lot of cities are actually
Right.
built around them.
Okay. I guess as I head up to the front, I'm just gonna say to everyone, let's proceed carefully.
Of course.
All right, Marifa.
Okay. Same old, cause just gonna move up that there 30 feet. Kind of taking notes on everything as I'm walking, but I'll say to Maribel, you have to at some point tell me where you learned magic.
Of course, I would be happy to speak with you on it. You are quite powerful. I saw the sleep in the bar.
Oh, yes. Unfortunate business that I hate when my clothes are soiled.
I understand.
All right, Hummingbird.
It's time to play the music. It's time to play it right. Da 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 for the Muppet Show tonight. Pop pop pop. Oh, graffiti.
What music is that, boy? Jim Henson.
All
Sorry,
right,
there are no birds singing. I thought I could give my own little rendition.
that is actually one thing. Hummingbird has noticed that it is strangely quiet. There's not really the sound of animals, but instead just the wind blowing down off the mountain. Mirabelle.
So at this
Oh,
time,
can I ask one quick question?
Yes. Go ahead.
Are there any bugs?
Yes, there are insects crawling over the rocks.
Say in Sylvan, keep a head up, lads. There's something creepy here. And I wink at them, and I will gingerly make sure to not step on them.
So, from your new vantage point, you're kind of able to see up over here this tree. And in the daylight, it's kind of difficult to tell. But it sort of pulses with an eerie green light.
I did foresee this tree. Fuck it. Mirabelle's just gonna go ahead and just fully cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Because a pulsing tree. I don't know about that one, Chief. Let's cast this, and yeah.
Okay, for
And
the
just-
duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. Okay. All right. So that's your action for the round. Rowan. Oh, sorry.
Do be careful. Do be careful of the tree. I am a little bit suspicious.
Is it magical?
I will know soon enough.
Mm.
And Rowan.
Okay, Rowan's gonna head there-ish, which is in the path
Oops.
we need to go, but keeping a wide berth of the tree.
All right.
Pretty much just until Mira gets within range and as to whether or not that tree is a murder tree or not.
And as you start to walk out into the plaza,
Uh-oh.
you hear odd sounds. And
Just gonna pick my shield up a little more, take a defensive stance.
these creatures crawl out of the rocks and the trees and such ahead of you. That's the wrong screen. There we go. Okay. And they growl at you.
Oh shit.
So this is happening. Rowan, what do you see?
What do I see?
They are like, you know what? I will show you the picture, even though, you know, this is not the picture I wanted to use. It's just the only thing I could find that was technically close
Why
enough.
I'm asking.
It's close enough to the rough idea of what you're getting at.
Oh god.
Ugh.
Jesus. Oh. they're
Do I-
from
Yes,
the-
yes,
Does
they are.
Rowan know,
Yes.
Rowan know
Yes.
what they are?
You were quick on that. You were very
Um,
quick on that.
Roll me Arcana.
Arcana. Oh god, I'm an idiot though.
I played Witcher.
2.
Rowan's got no damn idea what these things are.
Oh, do
Okay.
the rest of us see them?
If you click on your character, you should be able to see if you can see far enough for them. So you'll,
Mirabelle
No,
can.
I
Can
can't.
I roll?
yeah,
What would I roll? Sorry.
roll Arcana.
All right.
So-
no, that's a nat 1.
You remember somewhere you've read about creatures like this, but you cannot remember where. Maybe it wasn't even read. Maybe you saw them in a dream at some point.
I should have foreseen this. This is my fault.
This is so embarrassing.
Billy.
Oh my god, this happens all the time.
Alright.
Rowan's gonna yell back. No.
Maritha.
Why do I have a blast radius around me?
Okay.
Oh, that's my
Magic.
detect magic radius.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move up 10, 15, 25, 30. Move there.
So you get a good view of these creatures from where you are.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and give it the old college try since everyone else has. Arcana
Yes.
or history, Chief?
Arcana. So for any creatures that you're trying to identify, the first time you see them, you can get one. You'll get one roll of whatever ability I ask for.
Okay.
So, Marifa, you're not exactly sure, but they seem to match tales of fey creatures that were stunted and twisted by the touch of the Shadowfell.
Understood. Whew, okay. So I explain that they're creatures from the Shadowfell. Well, I guess I could just say it. They're creatures from the Shadowfell. I'm not sure what kind they are, but they're not friendly. You must, and I will. Shit, I guess I'm engaging in combat. First turn in combat. Do I have range? Which one is the ruler tool? Never mind, I found it.
Yeah. You just can drag out and you measure.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's
we're
about
in
50
range.
feet to the furthest one.
Okay. I will say I'm concerned about them getting close. Let's go ahead and do this. So I'll pull my lyre out from my back, flick my wrist, and now you guys have noticed that the strings are facing horizontally as opposed to vertically, so the wrong way, and it flicks out, and the other stem of the lyre shoots out, and it's actually a bow, and I draw an arrow from the quiver.
Wait, are you going full Final Fantasy 14 bard here?
What a fucking bard are you? And then I'm like, wait a minute, they're
Whoa.
playing a bard.
I've actually never played bard.
They're the lyre
That is
not the lyre, the harp they carry.
Is it a
doubles as
bow?
doubles as their bow.
Had no fucking idea.
Some of them are more bow-like, some of them are more.
Yeah.
Instrument like, I assume. Okay. Yeah, I didn't fucking know. Shit. Okay.
So
Here's the attack roll though.
As a reminder, you can press X to point at things, just so you're able to point out which one you're attacking. So that one, all right. Oh,
Yeah,
and they
this
all
guy
have different
here.
colors. That's
Yeah.
great.
Okay. So this is different from Lancer. Do I just click on the longbow? Never mind. I see it.
Oh, yeah. So let that come in.
This is my color.
So yeah, when you're in your character sheet, and I will
Found
get
it.
that.
I already wrote it.
Yeah, I will get that bar for next time. If you hover over the name of the item, there's a little die icon, and you just click on the die.
Yeah, I already wrote it, Ryan.
You may need to re-roll because it didn't show up because there was that disconnection that happened in there briefly.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
The first one was a 14.
Well, it hits either way.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, okay, so that's 9 points of damage.
Go off.
Let me just double check that there's no resistances, though they're low levels, so there shouldn't be. All right, with one solid hit, you put it like right between this thing's eyes, and it flies back and falls to the ground. What you will assume is dead.
Sure. What I'll assume. Then I whisper to then I would kind of whisper and say, may your aim be true and your feet be swift, and if the worst should come to pass, grant me forgiveness. And then I give inspiration to Rowan.
Ooh, thank you.
You have your inspiration die.
Which is a D6.
D6, okay.
Right?
Yeah. Let me just double check what it is.
Does it start at D6 or D4?
I think it's a D4 that it starts at.
Bard, yo.
Is there a
Low-level
place for me
bard.
to indicate? I got it. Thank you.
No, it starts at D6.
Oh, cool.
So, shit. Yeah, I don't know if that inspiration works as bardic inspiration or if that's just like the inspiration mechanic as well.
Bardic inspiration. That's what
I know.
That's what
I know,
meant.
but Bex clicked on the inspiration button on their sheet, and I'm not sure if that is like bardic or not.
Whatever. It's to remind me.
DM inspiration.
Yeah.
It's to remind me that I have it. So.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So
That's it for me.
Hummingbird.
Well, with back to the combat, hummingbird attacks. Ah, here I am. I can't do anything.
I will stand menacingly.
You can dash or something for your action to get a bit closer.
I will dash.
I shall dish and stare menacingly.
30.
He yells.
He says, you said that they were from Faithing, Shadowfell.
Yes.
Hey, you, fuck you! I say in Sylvan to, like, this guy. I say that, fuck you to that guy.
And the creature snarls, and you hear it speak back also in, like, broken, guttural Sylvan. Go fuck yourself.
No, you go fuck yourself. I say in
No,
bear.
you.
Oh, this is
No,
happening.
yo!
This just happens for. And this is just what happens.
This is our game now. All right. So actually, which one is it? So that is his turn. Actually, this other one though that you aren't yelling at though, it's his turn. This one right here. So he's gonna. He like skitters, and the way he moves on the ground is like really odd. And he like never moves in a straight line. And it's also like zigzagging, and his body kind of like shifts the entire time. And
God.
as he approaches you, he just like swats with his claw. I think a 21 will hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh God, no.
Yes.
For 5 damage. I can.
Yeah.
So can you please try something for me? Click on your token, hover over where it says 5. Okay, yeah, that works. That's
I already
good.
did it. I already
Yeah.
did it.
All right, you figured it out. All right, you figured out the system. All right, cool. The one that's next on the list already got shanked before he got a turn. So the one you insulted though also shifts forward up to you, and it clambers up the
What I
rock,
thought, bitch.
these rocks next to you, and sort of like launches itself at your head as it swings at you. Oh my
Oh God, no!
What is wrong with you,
no.
Ryan?
Oh God.
What is wrong with you?
You take 7 points of damage.
Yes, I do.
Is Hummingbird okay?
This
Yeah.
is fine.
This is fine.
This is fine.
All right, so go ahead and apply your damage.
Jesus Christ, I
And-
did.
As you see, it actually puts a marker on it when you are under half health. No mechanical benefits, but it's a way of seeing if an enemy or perhaps a friend is under half health. So, Hummingbird, after his little exchange with this creature, is not looking so good.
Yeah, wow. Who'd have
So
thunk
what you
that they
say-
would roll a crit?
Mirabelle, it's your turn.
Bird fucked around and now he's finding out.
Mirabelle will move over here. Oh, my radius doesn't move with me. Oh well.
Yeah, I'll fix it.
No worries. And she is going to cast. It's not a roll. It's actually a U roll. But Toll the Dead on this bad boy right here.
Totally dead.
So it's a wisdom saving throw.
Yep, I just click on that button and it goes nope. So please click on the damage button for me. That's 1 point of damage.
Absolutely tragic.
The thing chitters and screeches as it holds its head.
This won't end well for you.
Why is HP not automatically displayed? Oh my glob. There we go. Cause what? I clicked the up. Oh, because I'm not considered the owner. There we go. No, it's not. Whatever. Mirabelle, is that all you were doing on your turn?
Since I've moved into, do I get anything from my detect magic that's going?
There's the slightest hint of magic coming off the tree, but it's not so much like a singular magical source as in it's just vaguely touched with I don't know, did you get this? What is going on? Oh, okay, I'm just lagging, that's all. With detect magic.
Is there a particular school of magic that it specifically speaks to, or is it just like
It's the slightest hint
Too
of
faint.
enchantment magic.
Mm,
And it comes off not necessarily the tree itself, but just kind of the general area of the tree.
gotcha. And as far as the dead creature, and I guess the live one that's currently in my zone, do they read as magical since they're from the Feywild? Like any information gleaned from that?
There's a slight hint of magic to them, but there's no actual school associated with it. It's just sort of like the fact that they are fey creatures.
Yeah. I think that's all Mirabelle can do with her turn right now. No bonus
Okay.
action, unfortunately.
All right, Rowan, time to go save the day.
Yeah, right. Okay, Rowan is going to huff it all the way around this guy. Oh, wait a minute. Damn it. Okay, I can either do one or the other. Yeah, I'm gonna come around here, which, because he's flanked, should give me advantage on attack.
Are we doing flanking bonuses?
That's
If we're
not
doing flanking.
as long as you're okay with the possibility that it will be a thing if I do it and it's straight across from you. Like Hummingbird is flanking, but if he was like here, it wouldn't be flanking. Like it has to be straight across.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
I
Yeah.
went for this one and not the one
All
up
right.
there.
As long as that's the understanding and the enemies will do it as well. May do it as well.
I assumed
Okay.
that was going to be the case. So.
right.
Oh god.
All right, then yes, you get
What?
advantage for flanking.
Okay. Whoops.
So yeah,
Good thing
that's
I
a
have advantage.
yeah, that is a hit.
Okay.
Uh,
Wow. Okay.
That's a hit,
Nice.
but it's not a whole lot, but it looks wounded. It
That's annoying.
the blood that it bleeds out is like almost black colored. Do you have any other actions you would wish to perform on your turn?
I do not, because I don't have bonus actions.
All right, Marifa, you killed one. Can you do it again?
Please say stupidity.
Okay. So the first thing that happens is I say, his wounds seething with blood heal immediately. And cast healing word on big man.
Yes.
Really, dude? All right, okay. Look here, Foundry. Get it together.
It should be
Oh,
higher
that-
than
is
that.
that-
Just a
Oh,
second.
it's not adding many modifiers?
Yeah, just a second.
Okay.
So that should actually be 7. I
Yeah,
just have I
yeah.
had the wrong stat set as your I had intelligence set as your casting stat for some reason.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So-
yes.
Yeah, you're healed back up to 10, Hummingbird.
Oh,
Wow, you're pretty beefy, man.
cool. Yeah.
And how are the other 2 neckers looking? Oh, I can just look at the tracker and see that. That's such a neat thing. Roll 20, I might be leaving you. Fuck. Spent so much money on roll 20. Anyway, moving on. I'll grieve later. I'm gonna go ahead and I look at the one that's on the far side of Hummingbird, this guy here.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, fear becomes you, and you will fall to his axe. As I cast vicious mockery on him.
Oh God.
I need to make a wisdom
Let's-
saving throw, please.
Let's see. That's a fail. Please roll me damage.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
And he'll have disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Yep. Just a second. I need to set that up properly. There we go. So I can actually see the health. There we go. All right, so he's got disadvantage on his next attack roll. Hummingbird, you've got 2 wounded creatures around you. You were almost on death's door, and now you aren't, thanks to your new friend Marifa.
Oh. I give a thumbs up and I attack the one that got hit by the psychic damage thing.
Okay, that's this one here. Roll me an attack roll.
I can just roll.
Why is that not? Oh, there we go.
Okay, I think that's the correct. Yes.
Yeah. Well, if you go to your character sheet, so we'll take 14 as a hit. Yes, that's a hit anyway, so just roll for the damage.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn, son.
God.
Damn, son.
Yeah.
You chop the thing into a couple chunks, and
I
that's
just bifurcate it.
yeah.
And I look down to the other one and I say, "Fresh meat." I smile at him.
All right, that's the 2 dead ones is next in turn. So it's the live one that's next. It looks from Hummingbird to Rowan. It's stuck between a rock and a hard place, and I'm not sure which one's the rock and which one's the hard place.
She wears armor, and my muscles are fucking tense.
So
So
technically, Rowan.
it clambers up the rock again and launches off it at Hummingbird's face. Once more. And that's a miss. In its wounded state, it is unable to land a blow home. Mirabelle.
I roll a... Oh, okay.
Sorry?
I just wanted to roll an athletics check to, like, catch him in the air and, like, out of, like, just hold him there. I don't know.
You can try if you'd like. That will be your reaction, though.
That's fine with me.
Yeah, roll me an athletics check. Let's see what you get. Nope, you do not.
Nope. Try and grab at him.
You try, but the blood on him is slippery, and he's hard to get a hold of. It's a little sneaky
he's
bastard.
oiled up.
All right, Mirabelle. What do you got? You're trying to toll the dead.
We go ahead and roll that wisdom saving throw, please.
That is a pass.
All right, go apeshit, Rowan. I'm done.
All right, Rowan, it's your turn.
Alrighty, let's redeem myself a little here. Roll the bacon. What the fuck?
You have advantage. So that's a hit. Please roll damage.
Yeah.
Max damage.
That is quite a bit of damage, and you stab through and through, straight through this creature, and with a guttural noise, it falls over and expires. So
hang on, I'm just gonna make some self rolls to clear luck here, because that's silly. So you shouldn't be able to see these.
I can see them, but
You can see them,
you can.
but they
Well,
shouldn't.
we can see that you're rolling them. Just
Yeah, suspiciously rolling dice. That's this game, dude.
you're just doing what?
Just clearing luck.
Then I'm just
No, I'm just saying, like, in the future, like, we'll just see, like, oh, I'm gonna roll this secretly to the DM.
Yeah,
What are you doing over there?
There is a private GM roll. There's also a blind GM roll where you don't see it and only I see it. So, like, if I ask you to roll something, I might ask you to roll it as a blind roll. All right. So, you have defeated these creatures, though Hummingbird has suffered some injuries in the process. It is
Hummingbird like holds out a high five to Rowan.
She reaches over the dead body, meets it.
so it was Rowan's go. So if you want to continue exploring,
No. I just want to take the rest of my turn to see if Hummingbird has any lingering hurts.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's still a little sore. He's got some cuts, some scrapes.
Okay.
Perhaps we let Hummingbird rest. I would like to observe this tree a little more.
Oh,
All right.
like a short rest.
A small rest, yes.
Of perhaps an hour, yes.
Yeah, that's about an hour. An hour's break. All right.
I've heard them call it a dwarven rest.
So
I'm going to, for taking a break, I'm going to crawl up onto the rock just so I can have a little bit more of a vantage around the area.
So if you want to roll your hit die, do the short rest thing, Hummingbird. It's hard to get a view from where you are, Rowan, because the rocks start to rise above you dramatically. And you can get the idea that this is kind of like this here is kind of a set of carved stairs next to you. Let me just adjust the view for the stream. Next to you is that there's this set of carved stairs, and up ahead here it starts to plateau out a little bit, but it's hard to make out exactly what details are up there because there's jagged rocks and such.
Okay. But yeah, no, mostly I want up here just so I can see if like any more neckers are coming. Not necessarily from up. Sorry, not necessarily from up, but from around. Is it X
search
to
the neckers' bodies?
use the pointer?
Yeah, X to use the pointer. And since you're taking a long rest, that will...
Short rest.
Short rest. That'll get rid of the detect magic at some point, so just remove the thing.
Yes, absolutely. So Mirabelle is going to take her arcane recovery during the short rest and get a spell slot back, and is going to ritual cast Identify on this tree. So you see her go and sit cross-legged about 10 feet away from this tree, and then take this necklace out from underneath and just huff something and just sit and stare for a moment. For 10 minutes.
Marifa looks real concerned.
So, as you come up to the tree and you
Hummingbird like nods knowingly.
You touch it and reach out with the magic, trying to feel. It's not necessarily that the tree itself is really magical. It's that over the time, magic energy has sort of seeped up and grown into the tree itself. It's just the faintest pulse of energy, as if once there was a lot more magic flowing through this land that has that is no longer present and only lingers in some of the vegetation that remains.
And about halfway through this short rest, after her 10 minutes of this Identify, she does kind of return to the party and just go, it appears that the magic has receded from this place.
What sort of magic was it?
Enchantment.
I suppose we could ask Bach what he knows about it.
I mean, would it be a waste of time for Mirabelle to roll history? She's well studied, but if it's not gonna like glean anything more than what we have known.
This particular region is one that has not been delved into too much. That is why these ruins have yet to be discovered, and there's not a whole lot
Okay.
known about this area.
No
It's
worries.
always, yeah, until recently there hasn't been a whole lot of study, mostly because it's been disputed so much.
And Hummingbird like roll like a nature thing on that tree, so I figure out more about its tree-ness.
Yeah, it's you can try. We'll see what you get.
Oh,
That's some mighty fine tree you got there.
Mm.
But
You're saying that someone cut it.
it's a little hollow. Feels a bit
Oh.
off. That's strange.
Is there an opening to it?
No, there's not there's like little knots in it. They look like they're rotting away a little bit.
Is there a top to it that seems to be open?
No, it looks like the tree's broken off part way up.
Hmm.
Like it's not open, but it's sort of like cracked off and like splintered. It's probably about twice your height up.
I like trying to like climb it.
Sure, roll me athletics. Or that might be acrobatics. Yeah, athletics, it doesn't matter.
Oh my god.
So you wrap
It's
your
athletics.
big burly arms around the tree, and you haul yourself up like a bear.
Yeah. It's actually off-putting how much he looks like a bear trying to climb up it.
And-
At some point, like Rowan's gonna watch this and go, I feel like he has the wrong name.
He is whistling while he's doing this, so he it looks like a bird. It sounds like a bird, looks like a bear.
They're Birdian?
Birdian. While I'm climbing, do I there are any like openings into it that I can like peer through into?
Not directly. The tree feels like it's having a hard time supporting your weight, and under your grasp, it actually feels like the bark and the wood itself is starting to decompose, as if the tree has been dead for some time, and only continues to stand because of the something holding it up.
Mirabelle, you said there was something inside it? Yes?
It appears that this area used to be very magical, and that the magic is sort of receded, slipped away between the cracks.
Hmm. Interesting. It seems like there might be something within it keeping this tree up. Hmm. Poor thing.
Might be the residual magic.
Maybe taking form within it. Ugh, whatever.
Perhaps grown around it?
Run around it, maybe. Ugh, we will find out later. For now, adventure. And he climbs back down.
Right. So we'll move to the start of the next round for doing some exploring, and I'll actually move you all over here to the if you oop, that's the wrong person. Let's get you over there too. If you want to move your characters around, you should be able to, and it'll just ask. You can click ask for permission or something, like just to show where you
Yeah, that's
are
what it-
when you're when you get back into order.
I think Rowan will probably take point.
Accept. Okay. Yeah, all right. So, 1 second, we'll move. All right. So, we'll start with as if it's Mirabelle's turn now. All right.
Wunderbar. Does this just look like stone, like it's fine to walk on?
Yeah, basically it shifts from this carved stone to natural stone. There, in all this black space, imagine there's like trees or rocks, like there's more terrain. It's just for the ease of building and being able to see it on the map, had to cut back.
Does it appear that we're walking down like a decline? Like, are we getting?
You're moving up now. This is a set of stairs that you're on at the moment.
Okay.
And you're coming up the side of the mountain. Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah, Mirabelle will go ahead and move ahead.
Okay. Rowan.
Okay. Rowan is going to take her 30 feet of movement to there.
I also think I underestimated the scale of this map just the slightest.
Might have.
Can I see that tree coming up?
Yeah, this tree right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the glowing that coming from it.
Okay.
It's a faint pulse. It's not like a heavy glow, but it's the same sort of thing that was on the other tree.
Okay. I'm gonna yell back to the party. I'm gonna say, "There's another one of those trees up ahead."
Okay. Marifa.
Yeah. I'm just kind of. Oop! I pressed the wrong button. Yep. Just kind of move up here, and that's all.
Okay. Hummingbird. There is another tree ahead.
Tree.
And you can see from where you are, actually, this one does have like a giant knot in it, but it's kind of open to the inside of the tree. Like this right here.
Right. Ooh. I will resist.
Okay. Mirabelle. But maybe there's honey in there. Maybe bees have made home and put a nest in there. I have said the magic word.
Can make a
Winnie
basket.
the Pooh.
Oh, it appears there's a very rickety bridge coming up.
Actually, I will move you forward slightly, just enough before I move you back to see that the bridge is in fact out. It has fallen and collapsed.
Some would say the most rickety possible. Very broken.
You can't get more rickety than.
Would you say that the rickety has been rocketed?
God damn it.
It appears you'll have to find another way around. Rowan. Actually, you know what? Since this segment is not combat, I'm going to move you all over here.
Okay.
I'm actually going to end the combat once that guy moves. There we go.
I was gonna say, I would like Mirabelle to try and like mage hand go feel around in that tree knot. I am
so that now you are able to, you can basically stay on this kind of platform that's in front of you, like this plateau, but you're free to kind of move around and do what you want to try to think of a way across.
I want to peer inside the little knot.
So this tree looks hollow on the inside, and you, from glancing inside, you can see this ever so slight glow of green comes from this moss that has crawled up the inside of it, like it's growing up the inside of the dying tree, well, the dead tree in this case.
I say in Sylvan, "Hello, can you understand me? I am
the moss
greatest
ignores
mind.
you.
I am greatest mind, hummingbird. Smartest man alive."
The moss seems to ignore you.
Oh, well, fuck you too.
Mirabelle would like to get Mage Hand a small sample of the moss and pull out her herbalism kit.
Okay.
And try to figure out what's going on with this moss.
All right, you
Can
can
I give
roll me.
advantage to Mirabelle?
Yes, you can. You can roll me either a nature or a survival check, and you will roll it with advantage. So if you hover, yeah.
Oh.
Well, if you hover over the number and there's a plus and a minus that show up.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it's fine. 15's cool.
Okay.
So it seems as if this moss, it's not, the moss itself is not unnatural, but it seems to have over time absorbed magical like energy from the ground and is holding onto it somehow. Like it's adapted to have lived in a high magic area. I guess would be the best way to put it.
It perseveres very well.
It's very pretty.
It is. The moss has adapted to the magic that is lingering here.
Interesting.
How tall is this cliff that I'm standing in front of?
That cliff is conveniently about 30 feet high.
Huh.
And what do you
Hey,
have in your
hummingbird.
inventory?
I'm gonna look over and say, "Hey, hummingbird,
Yes.
would you like to race to the top?"
Yes. He comes over and begins climbing.
Wait! Hold up!
What?
I give
What?
him some
What?
I give him my rope,
I,
and then I'll race him to the top.
okay.
All right, if you're going to try to climb, please roll me athletics.
Oh boy, that's a minus.
21.
Hey!
90.
Hey!
So,
Nat 20.
Hummingbird,
Wow.
Hummingbird, somehow, she just barely beats you to the top. Barely.
Oh, you are. Oh, damn.
I do that thing where you like cough up phlegm because like you've run so hard.
Hummingbird is like, oh, that was a. Oh, are you okay? Holy shit! Wow.
Very good at climbing. But that was fun, wasn't it?
That was very fun. Thank you.
I look over to
yeah,
Mirabelle
ties-
and say, "Oh, go ahead, Tex."
I just tie the rope around the tree and let it hang down there.
Conveniently, 50 feet of rope is just enough to tie off and throw down. You put it in your inventory, I'm going to make you use it at some point.
I lean over to Mirabelle and say, "I could have just shot an arrow up there with a rope tied off at it.
They were going to do it regardless."
I know they were."
And she just says it with the utmost finality, just looking through you, and then goes over and like tugs on the rope to make sure it's good.
Yeah, it's solid.
An arrow would have never held my girth.
At least solid enough to support your weight.
Oh my god!
Oh boy.
Girth.
Yes,
Girth.
it's true.
It's a good choice
Girth.
of words. Good choice of words.
I'm
Girth.
6'2" and mostly muscle.
Girth.
Girth.
All right, can
Gunther.
if you're climbing up the rope, can you please roll me athletics,
no.
but with advantage because you have the
thank
rope
God.
helping you. But
2 15s.
with the rope of 15 is more than enough to pull yourself to the top. Marifa, are you going to try to climb the rope as well?
I'm gonna give it the old college try, cuzzo.
All right, roll me athletics with advantage.
And yeet. Wow.
With advantage.
Wow.
With advantage. Oh my
Alright,
god.
It's not a good. It's not good down here, y'all. It's not good down here.
It takes you a little longer than the others, but you do manage to eventually scramble your way to the top. And during that time, Rowan, what are we investigating over here?
Is there a gap?
No, this is
across
another.
this
This is
distance?
another cliff going straight up here. This is
And
another.
is it another 30 feet?
Yeah, about another 30 feet up to here. It's just I
Okay.
didn't have the token. I had one, but it didn't look right
Yeah.
if I put it here. So it's the same sort of
Okay,
cliff face
fine.
here as well. Yeah.
Hummingbird unties the rope. Actually, oh yeah, we could make it back if we just climb down. Yeah, I would be fine. Okay, Hummingbird unties the rope, gets in a ready position, and says, "On your mark."
Get set.
What did I
Oh
roll?
my god.
23.
Hang on. I'm gonna roll my inspiration.
Oh, you're
Oh
gonna
my
use your
God.
inspiration, so roll a d6 to add to it.
22.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
it's a
Yes!
close race, but
Wow,
Hummi-
neck and neck.
Hummingbird gets to the top first.
You are really giving it your all, and I fully respect it.
Thank you. There's nothing to up here though.
Excuse you. And then he goes over
There's
to
a
the
hummingbird to tie it to.
yeah, he goes over to the wall, grabs onto something, ties it around his abs, and like throws the other end off.
Conveniently, also just enough rope to be able to do that. All right. So, Mirabelle and Marifa, can you please roll me athletics with advantage again?
All right. Plant your feet, buddy.
Yes.
That 16 is enough to get up without trouble.
Plant your feet,
I like
bud.
I like the idea.
Oh my
I
God!
like the idea that
Marifa is not suited to climbing very well. It is such a struggle. He starts climbing. You ever seen one of those cartoons where like people are struggling to climb the rope and they're like literally like 2 feet off the ground? It's kind of like that, and it just takes a good 10 minutes to get up the rope.
He Hummingbird says, "Wait, just hold yourself there," and then he begins to pull him up.
Yeah.
stop dying.
You're okay, don't worry. Also, good rope technique there, Mirabelle.
Excellent
Yeah,
rope
surprised
technique.
myself.
She foresaw how to climb that rope today.
Just stares through you.
What did you say? Wait, what did you say before that?
Yeah, she foresaw how to climb the rope today.
Hummingbird says, "Cool," and like stares right back. Like, oh, this is game. You blink first.
Should we roll? Is that like what,
Yes.
Constitution?
Yeah, sure. Constitution. See who see
It's
who
not
wins
gonna be good.
the staring contest.
Against the barb.
Oh, not too bad.
A saving throw or just an ability modifier thing?
Just the ability check. It was no contest, Mirabelle.
Mirabelle
Hummingbird
gets,
wins.
intimidated and walks away.
He like does
Oh
a
my
fist
God.
pump to himself. Yes.
Well, I think we made it to the other side of that bridge. Unless we want to keep
Breathe.
trying
It's
to
okay.
climb, but
You're
no,
okay.
that would be helpful.
I could perhaps send Merle to scout ahead.
That could be a good
Wouldn't
idea.
go unappreciated.
idea.
Particularly, I would like to see what is up this as a incline here, if possible.
Up here?
Yes.
Yeah, that's just like it's just another ledge up above this particular one. There's nothing up there really.
Nothing interesting that Merle would see. Very
Yes.
interesting.
Yeah, nothing of much interest. Some rocks and trees and trees and
special-
rocks.
No
and rocks
special
and trees.
treats. No chest
trees and
behind the
rocks.
waterfall.
Water.
What is this, Ontario?
No
Yeah,
old man in the cave.
No old man in the cave. So before you, carved, the path ahead is blocked by a rock slide. But ahead of you, a set of roughly carved stairs comes down the side of this cliff. Sure would have been convenient if those were on the other side of the...
Oh well. All right. I'm
Nareah,
gonna
are
walk
you
down.
alright?
Oh,
You okay?
yes, I'm quite fine. Here I come. I'll just oh, wrong button. There we go. Hi. I'm
Oh,
okay.
Hummingbird will be in the rear. I'll actually be watching
Damn.
these rocks while everybody's walking down.
These ones here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
He's
so,
gonna stop a rock slide, boys. He's gonna do it.
he's gonna do
All
it,
right.
boys.
So as we get down to the bottom of the stairs, please put yourselves in your marching order as you come down the stairs.
Okay.
And nothing happens while they're walking down. Yeah.
Nope, it's a nice, easy... The steps are a little bit larger than you're comfortable with, so it takes a little bit of effort to step down them, but you're otherwise able to make it fairly well. And now...
Sorry.
And as you reach the bottom, please all roll me perception checks.
Oh no.
That's a goose.
That's bad.
Okay. All right, so
That's a
Hummingbird's too
24.
busy watching the rocks.
Those fucking rocks, dude.
above you on the rocks, you see the form of two of those creatures that you faced before, one larger than the other. They leap from above.
And die.
Actually, no, they manage without a problem.
Holy shit.
No.
Please roll me initiative.
No.
Oh, and I guess the stream needs to see this too.
Woof.
Ooh.
Oh!
Blood yeast.
All right. Rowan, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna go immediately for the. I guess this one here.
That
is
one's
larger of the two?
that one is larger, and it's got. You know what? Here, let me do this. It looks a little bit different.
Oh. Yeah, that's the one I'm gonna
Oh.
attack first.
It's a
Damn.
it's an ugly little bugger.
I'm gonna skip over to its far side and
It's chosen to wear pants.
go at it with my rapier.
He must die.
Well, to hit.
That is a miss. It is more agile
Ooh.
than the other ones, and it dodges underneath, and it like cackles and makes a odd sounds like it's speaking.
Hmm.
Is it saying something in
All right.
broken Sylvan?
This is not Sylvan.
Okay.
Hummingbird. Oh.
Is it undercommon?
No, it's not. It is not a language that any of you recognize.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hummingbird.
We'll attack it.
Which one are you attacking? The fancy pants?
Fancy
All right.
pants, yes.
Roll me the attack roll. Roll me the attack roll.
With advantage. with
Show me them
ranking.
dice. Yeah, take your advantage.
Advantage.
You're gonna need that
7.
advantage. That's a hit.
19.
Ooh,
Please roll me damage.
11 points of damage.
1 second, I have to double check its hit points because I don't have the right number.
You
Ryan
did say you were gonna
frantically
get a
as
big
the
fuck
hero
off
says.
axe.
I did, and I have gotten my big fuck off axe.
Yeah, man, that's
Um,
huge hits at level 1.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I have the right hit points for it. Because like the second I clicked on the character sheet, I knew that was not the right amount. Okay.
Ryan frantically adding zeros.
Well, I don't think 1 hit point is the correct amount for something of this CR.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah, that ain't right,
that's
Chief.
incorrect.
And then let me, is for owner. Let me set its hit points for both of these so I can actually see them. I'll have to remember to do that next time since they're custom creatures. All right. That's a pretty solid hit on it. It takes it, but it keeps going.
I say in Sylvan to it, please, please, make me mad. Make my day.
And that's yeah, okay. Marifa, I was gonna have it. I was gonna have it quote something from a movie, and then I realized that is really not a good quote for it to use.
Say hello to my little friend.
It was going it was going to be a quote from The Exorcist, and then I realized the whole quote, and I'm like, no, that's not such a good idea.
And it's like, Dylan! Dylan!
Okay, so I'm actually going to we're gonna actually back up a little bit, get the angle on these guys.
You Legolas back up the stairs, and you know.
Yep, I don't want no part of that down there. 9 hit points, we good.
Fucking body surf on Mirabelle.
I will first of all use vicious mockery on this one.
What's this one?
Sorry, I forgot to press X.
Yep.
Hold on. This guy.
All right, the wounded one. Just make sure you got distance. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're well within range.
Yeah, for vicious mockery, absolutely.
All right.
Wisdom save DC 14. Wow,
Oh
that's
my
a nat
God.
20 on wisdom save.
Wow.
Oh, dude.
So you
Wow,
insult
okay.
it,
At 20.
and you give an insult, and it just goes.
Translation: Your mama.
Your mom.
Oh
Okay,
shit, he just
yeah.
snapped back at you. That was nuts. Oh
The
my
Necker
god.
goes, look at me, bitch.
I will bonus action
Oh,
give
almost-
bardic inspiration to. Yeah, I will give it to Rowan.
Thank you.
You only have one, and then you gave it to her earlier.
Oh.
I should have as many as my charisma modifier.
Should you?
Yeah.
Yes, you should. What is going on? Why was that the default? So yeah, okay. There you go. You're good.
So,
Okay.
do they recharge a short rest or long rest?
Long rest.
Nah, long rest at this point.
Yeah, it gets the short rest later. All right. The little creature behind you, hummingbird, climbs up your back as it starts to claw at you. That's a hit. That's very little damage.
What?
It does 2 damage
like
to
I
you.
saw it. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, the downside to a game this time of
Ow.
day is that connection thing. I'll explain it later. Yeah, that's not too much damage. I think you're fine.
Oh,
However,
okay.
the other one goes, and it's not happy that you cut into it something fierce. It is a slightly more dangerous creature.
Uh-oh.
That's a hit. And it does 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Ow.
Okay.
Yoshi.
All right. Mirabelle.
Mirabelle moves to try and get a good point to do some AoE damage, but doesn't want to get Hummingbird in it, so is just going to Toll the Dead on the Necker Warrior.
Okay.
So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Please roll me damage. Oh, okay.
7 necrotic damage.
Okay.
If possible, just to send Mo to just kind of, I guess, just distract these creatures, just kind of fly around head, try to, I don't know, I guess everyone already has advantage because they're flanking. Could
Yeah.
I try and use Moel to, like, even out one of the attacks to just make it a flat roll? No worries if not, but
he'll do some distraction. We'll see how that plays out.
no worries.
All right, Rowan.
I'm gonna recoil a little from the magical bell that just got dropped on Homeboy here. And I'm gonna attack him again.
Ooh, yes.
Better hit.
Yeah, that is hit. Yep. Roll me that's okay. That's some damage. All right. All right. Hummingbird.
Okay. I'll try and hit it.
Hit it
Actually,
very hard.
Yeah. I'm just gonna hit it very hard. Is that it?
That hits.
I
If
try
you
and
have an
fish for a crit.
Advantage. Oh, I should have.
Yeah, you can roll advantage.
Got it,
Yeah,
okay.
Just
Okay.
tap that damage
Should've
button.
rolled
Like
Yeah.
the creature you encountered before, you bifurcate this one. A nice cleave.
Right down the middle. And I turn around. Yeah, and I just look dead down at the one in front of me.
Grr.
Yeah, just kind of looking at him. How you doing?
Yo.
Go on, Marifa.
All right. Yep. That one is ultimately completely fucked. Yep. I'm just gonna knock an arrow back.
That's a hit.
It fucked.
The arrow snaps into its side. It's still standing, but it is seriously injured. And in its injured state, it like lashes out at Big Man.
15 is right on the money.
Yeah, ties go to attacker when you're attacking.
Okay.
For 4 points of damage.
Well, I'm still alive.
No, he lives.
Still up. Barb,
Yeah, I'm
man.
still up.
That was just my action. he was
yeah.
gonna be alive regardless. Have a healing word, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah, throw healing word at him.
Oh, I lost my character sheet. There it is.
Yeah, I will make sure we have that bar for next time.
That's all good. Thank you, Chief.
It makes it so. Take your 8 healing.
Have some max healing. No, that should be 8 plus. No,
that's
4
8.
plus,
Yeah,
4
4
plus
plus
4,
4.
right? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Good.
heal your
Cure
8.
wounds.
All right, Mirabelle, because the big Necker warrior's dead and he only got to attack once. Ugh,
Oh, it's a shame.
I know.
We're gonna Toll the Dead again.
Okay. And yes, because I know how deadly level 1 encounters can be at level 1, I went a little bit easier.
I'm glad. Thanks.
Thank you.
'Cause the big man would have been dead by now.
Yeah.
If there was like one more dude.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, I
That would
would
be
have.
3 necrotic damage.
3 necrotic damage, and its head, like it bleeds from its ears and its eyes as this sound rings in its head, and it collapses to the ground.
Notice that as the time has gone on since the last fight, Wingbird's nose has been getting redder and redder, almost like it's about to burst. But he doesn't really acknowledge it at all. Just kind of says, "Woohoo! Yeah, we did it, guys."
Oh,
you
one
alright?
moment. Come here. I'm gonna go up to Hummingbird. I'm gonna bop him on the arm and use Lay on Hands for all 5 hit points. So you get 5
Thank you.
hit points back.
Fully good. His nose is still very red.
Are you alright?
Perfectly fine. You ask.
It's your nose. It looks a little flushed.
Oh,
Like a cherry
You'll see.
tomato.
oh, how tasty.
Should I be worried? Should we
Not for
all
you.
be worried?
Not for you.
Ah, alright.
All right, and so
Very
you
fine.
have found the other side of the bridge.
Very rickety.
Rickety rocketed. Rock the bridge.
Yes, I'd like to not find out what's at the end of that. Marifa, are you alright? Oh no,
Marifa.
he's dead. Marifa!
Oh no, he's dead.
Toss him to the
dead.
Balrog.
Oh no.
Fly, you fools! Fly! No, don't think I will.
Marifa quietly catches up.
Okay.
He just quietly catches up with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Pretty badly? Okay. Oof.
There you are.
Yeah,
Oh.
we lost Neo.
Oh no.
There we go.
We got Neo.
Welcome back.
They are muted.
Yeah, yeah.
No longer. Possibly.
Okay.
I heard them.
Heard them for a second.
There we go.
I'm here. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we
Yay!
can.
So where you are now is a I guess sorry, I gotta catch up to where you are on the stream. It's a straight way that looks like it's collapsed on the sides at time. But it looks like it was carved out of the rock at some point in the past. Like a road, and up ahead you can see what appear to be steps going upwards.
Hmm.
Hmm.
In fact, Hummingbird can just barely see the edge of them now. There you go. Now you can see the top of the first one. These are large
See the top of
steps,
those
like
stairs.
they are like hummingbird height stairs. Like each stair is hummingbird height.
Huh.
Oh goodness.
Everyone climb Hummingbird.
Like
Hey,
the
Hummingbird,
trees
we
I have
appreciate
climbed
that much.
before. Oh no, it's fine. Any children back in my village used to climb to me quite a bit. Kind of like that pastime. You guys doing back there?
They're talking about, you know, how to take you down.
We are not as good as climbing
Sorry,
at you.
I got distracted by something.
You're not just going
Alright,
to
I
climb
will
me?
take
Come on
my
then.
time to climb.
Uh,
No thank you.
Hummingbird like tries to like take the step like it's a step.
Yeah.
Doesn't.
It's a little bit of a struggle.
Yeah, he like tries to go into like a split. Like trying to fully take a step.
And as you crawl your way onto the highest step, you find yourself on a new platform, and half of a stone arch reaches above you. Ahead of you lies the ruins of a building. But the scale doesn't seem to match what you would think. This is not like a building that would have hosted giants. It's more like a normal, like what you would consider scale for yourselves. But it seems that you have come to the ruins that you were hired to secure. But we're going to do that next time.
Okay.
Because
Hey, good.
because it is now 6 o'clock. We got started a little bit later, but sessions are probably going to be a little bit shorter than this going forward. Yeah, I'm going to try and do the balance. I did pretty good. I would like to have shaved about half an hour off of this one, give or take. So like that 3 hours is closer to how long I want to run, but you know, including break and the intro at the start, this is about right.
Sure.
So
the fact that we had a character in that, so
yeah, so we will resume this game again in 2 weeks on May 30th at 2 p.m. Eastern. Let's do a little bit of an outro once again if you want to, you know, speak about yourselves, starting at the top with Mirabelle.
Hi, I'm Ray, and I play Mirabelle. Nothing really to promote other than 5 Foot Square's amazing Twitter and all channels. You know, big fan, first time player. But yes, thank you so much for tuning in, and I had so much fun.
And now our local committer of war crimes, Bex, over there is Rowan.
what? It's not a war crime if there's no war. It's just sparkling mass murder. Anyways, you can catch me on Twitter at CurryPants, and you can sometimes catch me on Twitter Curry Butt. Hopefully I will have more time for Twitch in the very near future because my freshman season is finally almost over. This is my last weekend of doing it. And I hope to see all of you guys soon. I like talking to people, so hit me up. That's all.
And our big hairy bear.
Hi, it's me, Big Hairy Bear. Hi, I'm Big Tex. I appear on Seek Monies with Ray and Neo on Fridays, every Friday. Come check us out at that. Support 5 Foot Swear, support the Seek Money Twitter, support Seek Money, support Neo So God. You can check me out on Twitter and on Twitch at Big Texissimo. It's with 2 S's and 1 M. Yeah, I'll be streaming sometime, not this week, but probably next. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, that's me.
And last but not least, Marifa.
Hey, it is still me, Neo. If you want to support me, you can always do so by coming over to the Neo Soul God on all social media platforms, and as well as on Twitch and YouTube, and giving us some love there. I am the brilliant dungeon master of Seek Money Academy. Come support us and support the Bombarders who make our original music at the Bombarders on Twitter. But yeah, that's it for me. Love you.
And I was the Dungeon Master for today, Ryan. As usual, I run the 5 Foot Square pretty much by myself at this point. I run this game and a Lancer game on alternating Sundays. Lancers in the evening at 8 p.m. and will be next week. That is where the war crimes occur. And D&D is 2 p.m. every other Sunday. So like I said, the 30th will be our next session. This session will be available to watch on YouTube probably either Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not 100% sure yet. The Twitter that is down below my flashing head, the 5 Foot Square Twitter, is where I will let you know when that will be available. If you like what you saw today, please hit that follow button and we will be back. I also, throughout the week, find any excuse I can to play Final Fantasy XIV and other games. I need to find lots of excuses this week because I hear I have a lot of content to catch up on for next Tuesday. But yeah, thank you very much for stopping by. We will be back with Court of the Shattered Kings episode 2 in 2 weeks. And next week, we will have Lancer at 8 p.m. Eastern. And that is the 23rd. Yes, I got it. Thank you very much for stopping in. I hope to see you next time. And I'm going to find somebody to ship you all off to momentarily. I hope you all have had a great day, and we shall see you next time.